KJ Michael, Doc Davis. You are wanted in Doc's Group Therapy.
Doc's Group Therapy.
Doc's
Group Therapy.
It's all about the crazy.
Doc's Group Therapy.
Doc's
Group Therapy.
Doc's Group Therapy.
Doc's Group Therapy.
Welcome to Doc's Group Therapy. May 18th show from the Whole Hog Cafe. It's at 5107 Warden Road, North Little Rock, Arkansas, 72116 if you're going to send them a letter. Or you can actually give them a call at 753-9227, area code 501. And that is, as you can tell, they're really busy here because they're getting orders across out there.
Yeah.
Our sound guy just got back from taking a crap in the bathroom. Wanted to make sure that we got that out there because we were talking about it a little earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Did everything come out all right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. That's Luke Rowland, our sound guy. But anyway, if you want awesome catered food, the greatest food in the world, you got, especially barbecue specific, got to get out here to Whole Hog Cafe in North Little Rock. They're brilliant, and they're letting us basically take over the entire back room. Their website is Whole Hog Cafe North Little Rock. That's NLR, not North Little Rock. So Whole Hog Cafe NLR.com. So get out there and check them out. You can get catering information and all that cool stuff. We're jamming out, as y'all can tell. But once again, it's May 18th. This is the Doc's Group Therapy Show. I am your host, Michael Doc Davis. And we got my crew here is Grant Morse. He's my co-host.
Hey, welcome back, folks. Round 2.
Yeah. And then we've got Luke Rowland, our board man that just got to taking a crap.
Just to clarify, did you just say this place has really good food after discussing that I was taking a crap?
Well, Well, you're clearing out the house.
Yeah, that was the food you had before coming here.
He's clearing out the house. He's getting ready. It's what they call that, food prep. That's what it is. It's food prep. Taking a crap is food prep.
Just making sure.
All right, yeah. Taking a crap is food prep. Oh, and by the way, the bathrooms here are immaculate. So if you want to come here, hang out, and take a crap, get ready for your barbecue, man, this is the place to be.
Yeah. It's a great place to hog yourself.
Yes. So we got Gina Ferris from Little Rock. And,
Little Rock?
Yes, the Little Rock, City of Little Rock, excuse me.
Little Rock Marathon.
Yes, that, and not just that, but we all a couple racing stuff that's specific.
Race stuff.
Yeah, race stuff. So she represents that, and she's going to be talking. We're going to talk about races, and I'll talk about that in a second. And we got Michael Brown, our comedian extraordinaire.
Oh, hello.
Yes, and he's actually a local comedian but he's from Arkansas, but that doesn't mean he does just Arkansas stuff. He's actually a nationally touring comedian, a bad boy.
One of the few national touring comedians
out of Arkansas.
That still live in Arkansas.
Yes, because everybody tries to bail. Yeah, everybody tries to bail. Yeah, because we had Ralphie May was from Clarksville. He got Sync Weekly's Metro.
Oh, was he the one that won the Metro?
Best of the Metro, because he's not even.
Who was it last year?
That was me.
You won it last year.
Yes, I won it last year.
You beat myself and Matt Besser, founder of the Upright Citizens Brigade.
Is he from Little Rock too?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my gosh!
Did you not know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, and Matt Besser and I actually tweeted about it.
I saw that. They put that in sync. They put your tweets in sync.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But so last year you beat out myself and Matt Besser.
I did not know that.
And Besser and I thought that was very funny and
that's
very
okay.
amusing. Yeah, I was happy that you won, dude. I'm not one of these guys.
Right,
I'm not one of those guys that's bitter and
that rhymes
jealous.
with gamey pasmel.
Yeah.
I didn't say the name.
I didn't know you didn't. But yeah.
I'm not going to say the name.
I'm not one of those very jealous, bitter type comedians. You know as well as I do that I'm supportive and uplifting to all comedians.
Absolutely.
Both
we've had long conversations.
Stand up. You and I have had long conversations about that. In fact, we're going to have another conversation after this is over with because
are we going outside?
Oh wow!
I didn't do it, man.
No. You know me, buddy. I've always got plans. I've always got things in the works and that sort of thing. And this has to do with something that you and I talked about last summer. And I think I have a
sweet. I think I have a thing.
Yeah,
cool.
I think I have a venue.
And what's awesome about Michael Brown and his beautiful woman, Abby, they actually have a podcast too, and it's been out for 2 weeks. They ranked it number 8, it doesn't matter how long. The fact that they nailed it doesn't matter. Top 10 in just 2 weeks. How amazing is that? We're going to talk about that
in the news and politics section, but yeah, we can talk about
doesn't
that.
Matter. There's always good stuff in there. It
Yeah,
doesn't
always.
matter. If you rank
Always.
high, yay, be happy.
Yeah.
So
Pretty happy
we're
about
gonna talk a little bit more about that. He also has a cool website, which was what?
Comedian MichaelBrown.weebly.com, and I also have a second website that I didn't talk about, which we can talk about later.
MichaelBrownPorn.com.
Which is Wanks, WHANCS.
Like I said,
Close enough.
Weebly.com. Wanks stands for the show that I created. I'm the founder of the Wet Hot American Nerdity Comedy Show, and we'll talk about that a little bit. Yeah.
I saw that. Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
we got a thing coming up, so we can talk about that later.
Oh, absolutely.
During
We'll
the
definitely
vlogs.
pick that up before we get out of here.
Totally.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So before we go too much further, we're going to go ahead and talk about our first sponsor.
Looney Bin Comedy Club of Little Rock, bringing you the best of both national and international comedy, along with the next big star during their open mic nights. Also, of course, home of the mind-numbing drink called the Lobotomy. Tell them Doc prescribed you one. You belong in the Looney Bin. LooneyBinComedy.com.
So we're going to talk about racing on our first topic, like right now, and the second topic after this is going to be talking about the crazy things that people put in their mouths, and after that we're going to talk about some Ask Doc and Ask the Panel questions. There's a lot of things in here that needs to be fixed, but anyway, I do also want to say special thanks to Scott Romine. He did all of our cool graphics. He actually knows a lot of people on the panel.
We got our banner up here. At
we got our
Cafe.
Doc Scoop Therapy,
In
big
North Little
monster
Rock.
banner. I don't know if y'all saw it as y'all walked in. That's that's our cool little banner thingy. Well, actually, it's not little. It's pretty.
It's big.
It ended up a lot bigger than we were expecting, but
That's
whatever.
what she said.
That's what she said. Thanks, Grant. And Gina's going, yes. And I'm looking at both of them going, how do y'all, what? No, I'm just kidding. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get this puppy started. Talking about the racing and everything. So even though I'll be asking running, yes. Even though I'm going to be asking Gina these questions, everybody is open from the panel to be able to ask and comment, and because there's going to be all kinds of stuff. Just look at, see, her innocent face is there again. Doesn't she? She looks so innocent in a not sort of way. There it is. I like your new camera there, Jill. Jill Rowland's
She's
rocking the
snapping
camera.
away.
Our official photographer. She's
I feel
rocking
like
it
I
out.
should be like
Picking the nose.
picking my nose.
And she got the shot. That'll work.
That.
We said running, not nose running. It's a.
You would be surprised what people do running.
Well, we're going to talk about that right now. Let's talk about it. All right. So, what kind of races are put on by Little Rock? Not put on in Arkansas. I want to know about the races specifically that are put on
That
by.
are staged by the city of Little Rock.
Yes, ma'am.
Little Rock Marathon, obviously.
Right.
Half
that rocks.
marathon, 10K, 5K, Kids Marathon, which are all the first weekend in March.
That's all part
Until
of the Little Rock
2020.
Marathon, right?
It's all part of the Little Rock Marathon. And then the zoo internally does the cheetah chase.
Mhm.
And then there are
Wait a
other
minute, whoa.
races.
Do they put the kids out there and they said, all right, y'all better run or you're going to get eaten?
They get a cheetah and it chases children, yes.
That's awesome.
That's great.
We got to go video that, Mike.
encouragement.
We got to go video that. That would be awesome.
Okay.
I wanted to name it something else because I want cheetahs, I want the monkey chase, I want all kinds of different animals to chase.
I think that I
Did
should go
giraffe?
to a place where there's older women and we'll call it the Cougar Chase.
Now you got
That would
it.
be
Yep, there we
freaking
go.
awesome.
That would be awesome.
We could rock that out.
But
What
the
do
Little
you
Rock
got?
Zoo
Oh,
is
speaking
awesome
of-
if you haven't been there too.
Where?
The Little Rock Zoo.
It is?
It's an awesome zoo. Yes.
I have never been there. I'm kidding. No, I grew up and I went there when as I was, doing the whole.
Have you
I didn't
seen-
grow at the zoo. That was weird.
Have you seen the penguins yet?
I have.
Yeah, all the
Awesome,
penguins
Martha.
are
I got
awesome.
to play with them, not
The-
really play with them, but I got to go into the secret little hidey hole
The point.
right on.
They call it
and,
the
and
point.
get a close-up photograph. I took my sister for her birthday.
Excellent.
I had
That's
special,
actually-
special
I haven't got to see it
permission.
yet. We went
Yeah.
out there when the Point
very
94.1 was doing the Blues Brothers dedication.
Oh
and,
God, it was hot that
but
day.
it wasn't ready. They weren't ready for it. But anyway, but yeah. So there was and there mud run
We do the mud run, yes, the Little Rock mud run. That's
and
typically in
Color Me-
October. So
Color me thingy.
Yeah,
who?
The color me thingy.
The color run is just we don't put that on.
Oh, okay.
but it benefits us, right?
It does benefit us, but we have lots of races that benefit Little Rock Parks,
Sweet.
which is what the marathon is. It's a project of Little Rock Parks and Recreation.
Oh, so they're
And
raising
if
money to help
we-
the parks.
We raise money, yes,
Right.
to raise
Cool.
money
So
for
I got to
parks.
see the mud run. I got to see the mud run last year.
Mud run
And,
is quite
yeah, that was
fun.
fun.
it was hilarious.
Quite fun.
It was
You
hilarious.
smush your face together when you leave because you've been laughing and
Yes.
smiling so hard your face hurts.
Yeah, because I mean it's
Literally.
I'm in there taking pictures, and this guy reaches up to grab my arm, and I'm carrying that big monster Canon 7D.
Sure.
And I'm going. I'm carrying a weapon. Leave me alone. I will shoot you in the mud. And they're like, oh, just messing. I was like, no, I really wasn't.
Yeah.
And
At a high frame rate.
right.
Yeah.
Small aperture sure.
Yes, and I was nailing them too. It was hilarious. But
We
but
have things about the mud run that people love.
Oh yeah.
What?
The best performance into the mud.
Yeah.
Yes, we
best
do.
costumes,
yeah, not we.
different
Y'all.
things like that.
I got to
you
take
know.
pictures of it all.
The cleanest, the dirtiest.
Now that's what I did see. What was hilarious
Best
is
team.
there's no allowed cleanest. I saw that. You
Oh,
can't
we've
be
had
completely
cleanest.
spot.
Oh, yeah, no.
There's no spot-free people there.
Very
No.
few, but
They have
been known.
You'll have enforcers that stand on top of the mount. That if you get up on the
We
top and
had-
you're clean, they tackle
yes.
you and
Now,
ride you down the hill.
Help me out here on the mud run. How long do you run in the mud run? How many?
It's a 5K-ish.
5K-ish
And-
through the mud.
Well, you go through the mud in mile 1 and mile 3.
Mile 1
You
and
finish
mile
in the
3.
mud.
Yep.
You finish in the mud.
Mhm.
You start in the mud. There's
It
mud in the
depends.
middle.
We have a few
End
little
of the mud.
obstacles. We're a family-friendly event.
Oh, okay.
So we let
So
the
dogs and
children,
kids and everything.
dogs and kids, and yeah, it's very, very funny.
I've seen a lot of these zombie runs lately. I've noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Have you know what I'm talking
I
about?
do.
Where the
That's like a dead heat, right?
it would be in the middle of summer in Arkansas.
Yeah.
Holy, what just happened?
Especially today.
Yeah, where it's kind of a cross country type situation,
Yep.
but you have like zombie hordes set up along the along the run, and you have to run through the zombie
We
hordes.
do that
and
at the mud run.
that's fantastic.
That's
The
awesome.
Little Rock Roller Derby girls were our zombies one year,
Oh, right on.
and you had
I
to
would
run
love to
through
be attacked
them.
by that. What happened?
It was great.
What I do?
You would love to be attacked by them.
Podcast.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good to laugh at the
But
podcast.
people come to run our race because of our medal.
Mm-hmm.
Little Rock Marathon has the largest finishers medal, dubbed by Runner's World as
Right.
the largest finishers medal in the industry.
Well, I got to see the big thing about this last one, which was lucky. Your theme was lucky.
Our theme was lucky this year.
What kind of what other themes have y'all had?
We started out kind of theming in 2005 or 6 or 5, and we did Run-a-Palooza.
Run-a-Palooza.
Our 6th year,
Yeah.
we did 6 in the City.
Mm-hmm.
It
That
a
was one of my
takeoff-
favorites.
It was a takeoff of, obviously, 6 in the City, but we have 6 bridges, so it's how we kind of justified it.
Ah.
We did It's Big.
It's a big thing.
Because it's our big medal, and we gave it a circus twist.
Ah,
So we did
like the big top
big
type
time, big top, big medal, big finish.
thing. Ah.
We did Run Natural, because Arkansas is a natural state.
Ah.
And we were all ladybugs and butterflies
Aw.
and
I bet you had a bunch of
insects.
kids dressed up weird too, right?
People do dress up and run our race in costume.
Oh, really? Yeah,
It's
because that's
funny.
actually one of the questions I think I had in there. What kind of stuff happens?
Yeah.
Oh, no, actually, it's
We've
what kind
had
of
a
stuff have you
mythic,
seen?
we've had a Greek theme.
Oh, cool.
A mixed
Wait a
proportions.
minute, were they like wearing like togas?
Togas. Oh yeah, it was all about the toga.
Do they fall
Happened to
off?
be the same year as the 1600th anniversary of Philippides.
Flip it.
Really?
We didn't even know we timed it that way, but we did. It
Rock
was an
out.
accident. And then our 10th anniversary, which was 2012, we did Celebrate, and we took it to a disco, mirror
Yep.
ball.
Oh, and the expo was awesome with the gigantic mirror
Yes.
ball you had
I
in the
wanted
expo.
I wanted like a 8-foot mirror ball to be circling in the hall, so when you
Oh,
walked
yeah.
in, you could,
Do
you
some
know,
disco
you
and all
could
that,
groove.
yeah.
But there wasn't one, so we
Ah.
had one built.
Ah.
And when it got in there, it was not proportioned properly, so it looked like Planet Neptune or something. It was not. It
Oh, wow.
was good. It was great.
Was there a gravity to it? Did you feel like you were
It-
drawn to it or anything?
Yeah, everybody stuck to it. That was
That's kind of weird.
Well, that's
everybody did walk up and want to touch it.
That's what she said.
Well, as
That's
with
what she
anything
said.
you guys
Yeah.
do in the marathon, you guys do it big.
Yes.
Do a bit.
That's the
Well,
way it
it's
should
all
be.
about, big on Little Rock. Little Rock's not necessarily a destination, so we had to create it.
Right. That's true. And the bike runs are really good too. You were going to say something, Michael? I saw your mouth move.
So big on Little Rock is still the slogan?
No, they have a new one.
Okay, what's
the
the new
Convention
one?
Bureau, I can't say that I can say it right,
Okay, go.
but it has to do with everything's better with a southern accent.
Oh, I hate it. I hate
was-
it. Big on Little Rock was so much better.
Big on Little Rock was
I'm going on
fabulous.
record as saying that that's terrible.
Yes. All right, cool. No. You know what? I'll even pull a
What it is,
soundbite
it's
after that,
nothing.
after they're on the sample that, because I
They're
agree.
Big
my
on Little
biggest
Rock was
sponsors,
so
I love what they
great.
do.
Oh, well, no, they might be great, but they got to get they got to start. You know what? They need to contact some comedians or something.
Yes.
Because I don't know who is coming up with I don't know what ad wizards are coming up with their slogans, but honestly.
How about michaelbrowncomedy@gmail.com?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I am. Is that right?
They have
Yeah,
launched
Mike-
that campaign
Mike Brown,
as
Mike
of
Brown,
about
yeah.
on the
2
emails.
weeks ago.
But it's nothing against them per se. It's I'm just trying to
Barbecue
say.
is better with a southern accent.
Okay.
Skiing in Lake Washita is better with a southern accent. That's the tag. I believe it's something like that.
I love my sister in a southern accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a second cousin.
Yeah.
Get off my back.
I love the way that Bill Clinton library that it looks like over there, like a trailer in a southern accent. You know, we're going to add that. We should add that to fortune cookies. So everything that's in the fortune cookie, you end it with
In a
southern accent.
Sounds better in a southern accent.
That's a T-shirt.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
it.
that's what they're doing in a southern accent.
Okay,
It might grow on
okay.
you.
Moving
Might
along,
grow on
It may
you.
grow on me, but my initial reaction still stands. It's-
I don't like it.
I don't necessarily think anything is better with a southern
I
accent.
kind of agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it me?
Well, if you want to slow down a
You know-
conversation and dumb it down a little.
Well, I'm just saying, you know how long it took me to
shake that?
To shake my southern accent. I mean, when I was in broadcasting, good lord.
Right.
I've spent years trying to get the non-regional Midwestern.
That's awesome.
And,
you're right. When I went in the military, that was the first thing they made a comment on. And
Yeah.
I don't really have a hardcore southern drawl until I drink or I have any kind of tequila in my vicinity.
Or when you get excited.
Or when I get excited.
Or when you
yes.
get funny.
Or when I get, that's, okay.
Wow.
Oh, yes,
Okay,
I do.
so you have
Fine. I do have a southern drawl.
A little bit, buddy. It's all right.
We live here. It's
overpowering.
what we have.
You know what?
overpowering.
That's why this podcast is number one, because it's a little better with a southern
southern
accent.
Ooh, he did it. He did it. He
See what I did there?
I like it.
I brought it all the way back around. I bought it all back.
They call it a callback. Yes, you go.
Yeah.
You go, Mike.
You
I like
got
it.
it, buddy.
All right, Gina, so do runners, now I got an answer from Lauren, which is Grant's girl, on this, but have you noticed that runners, come in with poop and pee all over them? Do they stop to poop and pee when they're running?
I will say that elite runners pee on themselves.
Okay.
They don't have time to stop, and nor do they care.
Right.
So when you see them running and it's somewhat warm or anything like that, and they're throwing water on them, they're washing the pee off of them.
I did not know that.
They're hot too,
We're
but
talking
if
about
it's
the poop
not
and pee
hot
thing,
and they're
right?
still throwing water on them, they're cleaning themselves off.
That's gross.
It's gross.
That's pretty gross.
But elite runners do pee on themselves.
So,
Now everybody else stops in a porta potty,
Right.
or a dumpster, or the woods. And you're really not a seasoned marathoner if you've not taken a dump in the woods before a race or
Right.
during a race. So
yeah. I just couldn't imagine someone actually pooping themselves while they're running, but I guess if it
That's
got to that
happened.
point, I can imagine. Yeah.
I've done a race with a girl who had that problem.
I turned 35 and it just happens all the
She
time.
do not
It's
eat
just-
Mexican food before a race.
I heard that.
That's
or
what she
Indonesian
did.
food.
That's
Indonesian
why we
food.
have a pasta party.
Curry
That's
based.
why the
She
Little
ate
Rock Marathon has
Mexican
a
food
pasta
before
party.
the night of the race, and it was not a positive.
Yeah. Hey, nurse. Is that so cool? I love her. Could you see if the awesome staff here at Whole Hog Cafe in North Little Rock could make a run back here so we could get some possible alcohol? Some beer. I think a good cold beer would be good right about now. What do y'all think?
I think it'd be better if you
Lightning.
ordered it
Right.
in a southern accent.
We'll even do it. We'll even do it in a southern accent. Oh. Oh my lord! Oh my lord!
Soda named
Doc
after
360
you.
drink.
That's hilarious.
He's going to drink it and spin.
This is awesome. I'll never drink it just because it's awesome. It says your taste buds will flip.
That's
Doc
fabulous.
360. I
Yep.
have my own freaking drink.
You'll have
You
to take
do.
take a picture of that.
This is
post
going
it.
on Facebook. I'll post it on Doc's Group Therapy.
Totally.
Yeah, that's got to go out there. And I'll tag everybody because everybody's got to see the Doc
That's really
360
fun.
drink. That's awesome.
Maybe we can get a sponsorship deal. Maybe put, your
Boom.
face on it.
Boom!
Oh,
Always
yeah.
thinking.
Oh,
Always
yeah.
thinking.
We got. I'll call it Angry Doc so I can fit in with the rest of the crowd. That's what I'll do.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Angry Doc.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could, like sling a little dock across and knock some bricks over.
Is that the crowd you want?
Yeah,
An
it's
angry
just
crowd.
Doc, yeah.
This
I-
is the
I
light
would
version.
prefer
You ought to try Dark Doc.
Dark Doc, yeah, the Dark Doc.
There you go.
Yeah.
They
All right.
have
Fun
a
it.
light version.
So,
Yeah.
why do
Doc Zero.
people dress up in costumes for the races? I don't get that. What's the purpose of that?
Because they're super fun people.
Well, I understand, but is
I
it,
mean,
is it motivational? or?
Well, yes, it makes them happy.
Okay.
And it makes other people happy. And those who
Thankfully.
don't dress up are not bad people or not good people or fun people. They just don't want to dress up.
Right.
But dressing up at races is really fun. I've seen all kinds of things. The mud run especially. I ran
Yeah.
New York in 2006, and you wait on this. They take you over to Staten Island, where you wait for about 10 hours before the race starts.
I'm
He's
listening
striking
to
a
you.
pose. I'm listening. I don't care who's listening.
No, I'm listening.
Anyway, so when you're sitting there and everybody is going by because you're out in the open and nobody has a tent unless you're special, and we weren't special. So I'm sitting there with a couple of other folks that I know, and costumes are going by everywhere. And after the 5th banana goes by, you really don't care anymore.
Yeah.
You know, you get desensitized to all of that after a while. But our mud run is where I actually have seen the best of the best.
Right.
We have Pac-Man.
I saw the Pac-Man.
We have, we have like 3 men in a tub, and they run the whole race in this makeshift bathtub.
Right.
The Flintstones, where they run in the hurl car. We've had fun stuff.
I did see Pac-Man, but you do realize that Pac-Man didn't survive.
Pac-Man did not survive.
He did
but
not survive
dang,
the
it
mud
was
run.
funny.
It was hilarious, especially when he was trying to get up the last hill.
Yeah.
That was freaking awesome.
The ghost caught up.
He was doing everything he could, and he was just, you'd see him go up, and you go, boom.
You see lots of Elvises, and you see lots of Superwomans and Batman.
Who was the dude that was dressed, had the wig and the, like, everything, all he had on was a Speedo and it was
cape?
gross. That was not you.
Not me. No, did he have on a cape?
No.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe he was,
It was scary. I mean,
who's the swimmer?
his junk was totally.
Michael Phelps. We had a lot of people dressed
I don't
as
think
Michael
that was
Phelps.
him. No,
when he was-
his junk was totally showing everything. Mm-hmm. Oh, beer's here.
It was very
I mean,
fun.
not beer's here, but
Well,
ordering for beer.
the capability of getting beers here.
Yes. Oh, no, come on in. We want to talk to y'all while we're on air. Come on. We're live. Come on in.
Come on in.
Come on in.
Don't
What's
be
your name?
shy now. Don't be shy.
Yes. We're
Live.
actually streaming live, too, so everybody can hear us. Yeah. We're
Live
actually live.
internationally across the world at Whole Hog Cafe, North
So
Little Rock.
we've already pushed it. It's North Little Rock.
Who's the doc?
That's me. How you doing, man?
Doc, nice to meet you.
What's your name?
My name is Roche Butler. I'm the
Roche.
pit master of the Whole Hog Cafe here in North
The
Little
pit
Rock.
master.
Yeah, come on.
Thought I was on it.
Oh, you are? Well, you gotta
Guys, you better now?
you gotta get right up on it.
I'll take that as a yes.
I like the pit
Yeah.
master title.
Yeah,
I like how you
Master.
said get up
Makes it
on
sound
it.
like I really do something for a living, don't it?
It's good that your last name's not Bader. That is a good
It's
thing.
Butler, so I am a servant.
Master. Where do we go with that one? Usually I have a comeback for damn near everything, and that was like, yeah.
I don't know. I'll always
Wait,
dream
you
to be on a
don't-
podcast.
do you have
Now
to have
I'm
a
on,
safe
I'm gonna
word?
Show my butt.
You don't have to have a safe word or nothing.
A safe word.
Yeah. You know what a safe
I
word
think
is?
it's safe enough to say that it's butt, instead of saying ass. Oh, I said that online. I should have said
There
that.
is no FCC here,
FCC,
my
no
friend.
regulations, bro.
You can say whatever you want to.
So, all right, so
I'm
safe
sorry,
word.
no FCC.
So here's a safe word thing. Safe word is basically something you would say if during sex something bad is happening that you don't like it anymore, like something's being shoved up your butt, like you were just talking about.
Uh-huh.
So if something like that was happening, what would you pick as your safe
My
word?
safe word would be, hey, stop that. Don't do that no more.
What if you,
You would
can't
really
say
want to
all
make it that long?
Yeah.
Stop that should be stopping right there,
Oh, okay.
And then
Armbar.
out there, then be, hey, don't do that no more.
So there it is. So if
I
you
don't like
come to
that.
Whole Hog Cafe and you see the pitmaster, tell him that you want to hear his safe word.
Stop that.
In a
Don't do
southern
that no
accent.
more.
Stop that!
And
Don't
it's-
do that anymore.
Oh, yeah.
So if
In
you're
a
eating
southern
so
accent.
much of their awesome barbecue and you're just totally down to all their cool potato salad and you just cannot take it anymore, use that safe word. I just can't
Stop
take
that.
it anymore.
Don't do that no more.
That's it. And then order some more and take it home with you, and you can have it for the next day. Because
Sound like a
Whole Hog
good idea.
Cafe here in North Little Rock is awesome. Once again, you can find them out there on Whole Hog Cafe NLR.com, and you get to the website, and it's got their address, which is actually 5107 Warden Road here in North Little Rock.
Some of the best catering that you can get here in Central Arkansas.
Absolutely.
And we had someone here waiting for us to order alcohol, which is awesome.
Pretty young lady.
All right, so what kind of beer do they have here at Whole Hog Cafe? You know what? You're so friendly. What's your name?
And look at the smile.
Tanya.
Oh, okay.
What do you got on draft?
We have Bud Light, we have Miller Lite, and we have Irish Red.
I love Irish Red. I'm going with Irish Red.
Okay, you want pictures?
I'll probably go individual because I don't want to spill it and short out everything and electrocute everybody on the podcast.
One Irish Red. What is everybody else drinking?
I'll have an Irish Red.
This is how we do it
Sounds
live.
good.
We order alcohol. This is group therapy when you drink together.
Hey, folks listening live online, what do you think we should get?
Yeah, you could have tuned in, yeah. Pound in there.
2 Irish Reds. Anybody else want anything?
3 Irish Reds.
Irish Red seems to be very popular.
It is.
Thank you very
popular.
much. All right,
Local
cool.
brew.
Appreciate you stopping by, man.
Gotta love local.
We're going to get our drinking on. We're going to continue on with the podcast.
Moving along, back to the
Moving
races.
along.
We're hanging out here at Whole Hog Cafe, North Little Rock. Woohoo! Oh, yeah. So, anyone ever strip naked at these things? Have you ever seen someone actually showing their junk or anything?
You know, when I was in New York, I was waiting as I was singing, looking at all the bananas go by,
Uh-huh.
and I saw the Italian
God.
the Italian crews running stripped butt naked to cover their body in Body Glide, which
Right.
is it's like a modern day vamped up Vaseline so you don't chafe. And they were right next to me like you are, rubbing their parts as a banana walked by.
That's a good place for it.
Now,
Right there at the banana wash.
Now, were they bananas or were they plantains? They were right in front of you.
Well, you know, they were gliding. I'm gonna they were gliding.
So,
but Bart Yasso, known as the mayor of running, has admitted in his book, My Life on the Run, that he has run naked in a distance race before.
see, that just sounds like it would be painful. Because, I mean, now women, if they were to run naked, you know, their boobs are going to be, and that's going to hurt.
Bouncy, bouncy.
Well, you try to run with a uniboob if you've got boobs, so.
A uniboob?
Yeah, you strap them up and push them.
But then you're not naked no more.
Wrap them out.
Is that what you, that's what we would do with our balls there, Mike. We would strap our balls.
Is that what we would do with our balls,
That's
sir?
what we would do, Mike. We would get our balls and strap them.
I didn't volunteer for this at all.
Well, you did you not read the contract?
I've only been
We're in
semi-naked
a
on the
pond.
course.
You are in Doc's group therapy.
Oh, wait, Mike's like, I haven't signed it yet.
I haven't
actually, sir.
signed anything.
Speaking of, here you
Hold
go.
on.
Right here.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Dog,
the model and ball release right
If you
there.
strip and change into running clothes on the
I'd like
side of the
my lawyer
road
to
to jump in a
examine
race,
this
does that
before I sign
count
it.
as running naked?
Yes, that
Okay.
is.
26 or number 26?
I'll take me just a regular pulled pork sandwich.
So I did that in Chicago one time.
You strip naked.
I stripped naked, threw on my running clothes, and jumped in with a friend of mine who was dragging to do the last 18 miles with her.
Wow. That's
And
dedication.
I carried a green bow, and when I finished, I was a little green sprout. I was completely green.
Little green sprout.
It was gross.
That's gross.
I was green.
So what was other than naked, what was the craziest costume you ever saw at one of these things?
The craziest costume? I don't even
Just
remember.
all relative,
I've seen
I
so
guess.
many.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen so many over 11, 12 years.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that's how long you were doing it.
Yeah. She's
Awesome.
so desensitized to
Geneva Hampton
costumes.
and I started the
Over a
Little Rock
decade.
Marathon in 2003.
Wow.
Our first race was in May of 2003, which meant we started about 9 months before that planning it.
So for 10 years,
Well, we're going on
this is your decade mark
12.
this year.
No, we're going on 12. No, our decade was 2012.
Oh, they said 2003 was when y'all first started it out. Okay, never mind. I'm with you now.
Moving along.
That's awesome.
So we're going on the Dirty Dozen, actually.
Dirty,
Dirty
Dozen.
Dozen.
I
I'll be
like
12
that.
years
Dirty's
old
good.
in March.
Wow.
March 2nd, 2014.
Sweet.
We're coming.
Yep.
I mean,
no,
no, we're not. That'd be gross.
Yeah,
That's why we need to wrap up our balls, right?
Yes.
Yep, that's right. Exactly.
The Dirty
Mike.
Dozen.
Yeah.
We had 6 of us.
Yeah. Gina, how many people did we
Well,
have
for
running
some,
the,
there might be a 3. I don't know. Or
2013
maybe
marathon?
dangling 1. I don't know.
On Sunday, we had just under 10,000.
In the
On
marathon.
Saturday, in the marathon, the half marathon, and the 10K.
Okay.
And on Saturday, we had just under 4,000 with the kids marathon and the 5K.
That's a lot of people.
Holy
So we had
crap.
a big weekend.
Yeah.
Big weekend for Little Rock.
I did.
Big on Little Rock. There we go again.
Yay.
Now, I did
I love
see-
that slogan.
I do too.
That's-
I like it much better.
Honestly.
The other one may grow, but I don't think so. Not as much as Big on the Rock.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did notice when I was watching his website, the hits on his website, there was in one day over 45,000 unique hits in one day.
Wow.
And my server went to a crawl.
I bet.
And then I was like, oh, I can steal all these processors over, and that's when it started flying really fast. So I'm just going to leave
Was
it
that
there.
race weekend?
That was race weekend, but in one day.
Well, you got people. We had all 50 states represented, and we
Right.
had 39 different countries.
Good Lord! And that was actually a Nigerian that actually won the big one, right? Was it a Nigerian?
I don't know.
Out of
I don't know
country.
who won our race, to be honest with you.
Okay. I remember it was somebody out of
She
country.
just puts them on. She doesn't.
I
keep
sit in a little
tabs.
trailer and put out fires all day. I don't
That's
even see anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
She's in the
probably
command
really
center.
complicated to organize. Number one, but number two, once it's started, it's like spinning plates. I would
It
imagine,
is.
right?
It is. It is. It's kind of like producing a show.
Of course.
You know, I'm the director that day. And I am.
Oh, believe you me.
You know, I'm just.
Yeah, I
I'm
completely
talking
get
to race people. I'm talking to course marshals. I'm talking to the fire department. I'm talking to the police department.
So there's all kinds of stuff that the ordinary person wouldn't know.
Yeah, the average person doesn't even think about that stuff, which is good. That's what keeps it safe.
Well, and you have people helping you out too. You have the marathon committee that also helps
Yeah.
out in specific areas.
Pre-race, we build up. The marathon committee comes together and coordinates. You know, we're more than just
Do you have
racing.
volunteers?
We have 3,000 volunteers.
That's amazing.
We have a
Wow.
lot, and we start on Friday with our Health and Fitness Expo. down at the convention center, and that's Friday, and then Saturday's our Health and Fitness Expo, and our pasta party, and Thursday night was our VIP party and sponsor party. So we start partying Thursday, and then we have Friday night is free, thank God, this year. We didn't do anything that night. Saturday night was our pasta party and our kids race, and our 5K was Saturday day, and the expo going on. Sunday morning comes around, and it's the marathon, the half marathon, the 10K. And then Sunday at 4 o'clock till 8 o'clock is our post-race party where we fed 3,600 people this year.
Do you realize that's the same amount of people as the entirety of population of my hometown? That would be like my entire hometown.
Oh, that's cool. Going to one place.
Corral,
coming to one place.
Whole Hog Cafe here, this North Little Rock store,
right.
and Golden Corral, North Little Rock.
Right.
Together came into the convention center and fed 3,600 people.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
It was a ton of food. I mean,
It was. We got down to hot dogs. I mean, we were.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
All right,
We throw the best post-race party ever.
I heard y'all have
Ever.
some awesome stuff. Unfortunately, I had some other stuff that ended up happening that kept me from being able to be there, but I would have really wished I would have been there because they said they are some party animals.
You didn't host
Awesome.
that?
No. I wish I could have.
I wish you could have too, just to add one more thing to the things that you do in this town, man. I mean, seriously, Little Rock owes a big debt of gratitude to this young lady for all the Gina, yes. I know, but let me compliment her, please.
Okay.
For all the hard work she does with the Little Rock Marathon and whatnot, but also should also recognize Michael Doc Davis for all the work that he does and everything because you do this here means I don't have to. And I always love it.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
Thank
you for all you do.
Yeah, and I would like to say before we get to the end of the segment is a big shout out to Geneva Hampton.
Yes.
Hi, Geneva, the other side.
This is not just me. It's Geneva and Grant. Grant's our IT guy.
I am the IT
solved
guy
all of our
on the
problems.
marathon committee.
That's racist.
And Linda Sue Sanders, who is our incredible volunteer coordinator. Linda Sue's our crisis management coordinator.
Right. Now, who is Hobbit?
Hobbit Singleton. Hobbit and Tom have been training every Saturday. Hobbit Singleton.
She changed her name to Hobbit.
She's our walking coach. Awesome.
It's a small world.
She's the bookkeeper at where I
Yes.
work.
Do you work at
Rice Depot.
Rice Depot? Thank you. I couldn't get that out of my head.
Little Rock, the biggest little town you'll know.
Ding, ding, ding.
Everybody knows everybody.
Yeah,
and it's always better with a southern accent.
So Hobbit and Tom run our training organization. They have put it together and grown it over the 11 years that we've been in existence, and they do it every Saturday morning.
Wow.
Wait. And how much does it cost to join the training, Gina?
Nothing.
Wow.
It's free.
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 Is good.
We're one of the few training programs
Yes, me too.
in the marathon industry that is free.
That's awesome.
Very few.
I know
Tom
Kevin
and
Clay
Hobbit
gets
won't
involved
charge.
in that. Kevin Clay is helping
We
with
give
a
them
lot
raises.
of stuff too.
We give them raises all the time. You know, Tom and Hobbit. They're volunteers.
Yeah. Kevin is the video guy.
Oh, Kevin Clay.
Kevin does our social media.
And social media. Yeah.
Kevin Clay. I don't
Pretty
know if you
much.
remember Kevin Clay. He's.
I remember Kevin.
And Amanda
radio
does
dude.
Amanda does our social media too. Amanda Richardson.
Sweet. That's awesome. All right, we're
Kevin
gonna
may not remember
And
me.
we have an incredible committee. We have
See, I accidentally
great people.
keep cutting you off, and I apologize for that. I'm sorry.
I got cut off a long time ago. I'm only 5 feet.
Oh, don't do that. Well, earlier she was talking about sweaty feet. Yeah. See, I was trying to keep that from me.
Yeah.
Hey, there's some Irish Reds coming up. All right, Irish Reds. All right, but anyway, we're going to go ahead and talk about our next sponsor.
Are you looking for a way to get noticed?
Oh, yes.
MCD Link can get the word out about your business, event, charity, or anything else you need promoted by using websites, social media, internet search engines, and much, much more.
Is that true?
Even radio stations use this service.
Really?
MCD Link is on Facebook and also at letsgopromo.com.
Terrific!
That's letsgopromo.com.
Why, thank you.
Log on today and get noticed.
Well, we're actually going to break into the next segment, which is crazy stuff that people put in their mouths. Yes, are y'all ready for this? This is a full-on panel deal.
All right.
So we're going to have some fun with this. So starting from, I'll go ahead and ask Luke. He looks like somebody that puts a lot of stuff in his mouth. So what is this? Oh, he's mad now. No, he's not. He's got something to say, though. What is the craziest or stupidest thing you have ever put in your mouth, Luke?
Probably like a habanero.
You actually put the whole pepper in the actual pepper in your mouth?
Yeah.
Is that a dare, bet, what?
I don't remember, probably a dare.
Wow.
That sounds like one of those hold my beer moments.
Not good.
Did you chew and eat and swallow?
Or did you spit?
It was bad enough.
You just held it in your mouth and then spit it out, or
yeah.
We were just talking about peppers earlier. Lauren and I were talking about peppers earlier, and then.
Oh yeah, Sandy Baskins gave me some tofu beef jerky for my birthday.
What?
Tofu beef jerky.
How can you call it beef if it's tofu?
I don't know.
That's weird.
But
whatever. That's just
you didn't care for it.
Long story short, about 3 or 4 of us tried it just out of morbid curiosity. 5 minutes later, we were all in the bathroom, hovering.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, even the dogs wouldn't eat it? Ooh.
I was afraid to feed it to the dogs because they have stomach troubles anyway.
Wow.
Whoa. So is things your dog will eat, is that your barometer for what you eat?
Exactly.
Because just because a dog won't eat it doesn't mean it's bad.
This is true. They eat their own poop.
Thank you. All right.
They'll eat their own poop. They'll eat cat poop. They'll eat pretty much any kind of poop.
And then they'll lick your face.
Well, the stuff actually did smell like a pepperoni.
And your particular, I think y'all's particular dogs actually like to watch y'all have sex too. So there's something wrong with that. Oh, here we go.
Okay, we're not talking about that today. We're talking about whatever your subject is.
Crazy stuff to put in your mouth, like Luke.
Excuse me?
Like Luke?
Yep, I knew that was coming.
No, I'm talking about
literally
the food. The stuff he. What are you looking at me that way for? I didn't do it. She's actually all right. So we're going to move on. I'm next.
You are. No pun intended.
I love Jill. She's so awesome. So the craziest thing I think I ever put in my mouth was a wasabi fried prawn head.
Wasabi
awesome.
fried.
It was a wasabi fried prawn head, and then the follow up was a weird kind of sushi mix with a raw quail egg on top, and it was really good, very good. But the fried prawn head.
I wasn't with you on the quail egg thing.
No. But I seen y'all eat some though.
You've seen Geneva eat a quail egg.
So I'm eating this thing. I eat half of it, and this guy named Sharp Dunaway was with me, and
Dunaway.
He decided to eat one too, and he took a big old mouthful. He's like, "All right, I'll eat it." And he's like, "So, what do they put inside of this thing?" And I go, "Sharp, that's all natural stuff that's in the head." And Sharp turned as green as his Mountain Dew hat. And he gets in his very manly, what is that thing? Miata? He got his very, very manly Miata with the top down and starts picking prawn head out. And it's hitting my windshield of my truck as we're going to a rock star club thing. And, anyway, but that was the craziest thing I've ever put in my mouth was a wasabi fried prawn head, deep fried prawn head. And this thing was like that. I mean, it's massive. I know you can't see that on the podcast, but it was massive. It was massive. And I ate the whole thing. And it was
about the size of a golf ball, or trying to give the listeners some sort of.
I'd say about the height of about 2 golf balls and about the width of about a half a golf ball.
How much did it cost?
Wow. It was $4. Now what kills me is it was $4 for this thing, and this is what they normally just throw away. And they just throw it in a deep fry and charge you with it. You know, whatever.
Gotta make some money.
Yeah. I ate a Hubba Bubba Puss is what I call it.
A Hubba Bubba Puss?
It was a pickled baby octopus.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, cute
and it was
octopus. Get in my stomach.
It took me probably 10 minutes to eat it.
Chewy?
It was just so chewy. So I called it a Hubba Bubba Puss.
Well, there's your problem right there.
Yeah, I know I should have just swallowed. That's what she said.
That's what she said, definitely.
Yeah, we get home and we had a second Hubba Bubba Puss, and we put it out there for Sharp's cat, and the cat would not eat it. So going back to your original statement there, Luke, don't eat things that animals won't eat. So and then Hubba Bubba Pusses they won't eat. So how about you, Grant?
Once again, I'm gonna have to go with red octopus on this one.
You ate red octopus?
No. The question is the craziest thing I've ever had put in my mouth, and this was the mayonnaise incident.
Oh.
The first show I did with Red Octopus Theater.
I saw that show.
Yes. We had one of our actresses, it was a freak show type deal, and she put this spoonful of mayonnaise in her mouth. But it wasn't just mayonnaise, it was the cheap generic Miracle Whip.
So it had the oil on top.
The night before the last show, they all come up to me and go, hey, can she baby bird feed you the mayonnaise into your mouth?
Holy
And
moly.
I'm just still on the high from the show, so I'm going, yeah, that sounds great.
Until you barf.
24 hours later,
This is your
right
boyfriend,
before I get
Lauren.
on stage,
This is your
I
boyfriend.
remember on how much I hate Miracle Whip. And I'm like, well, I already said I was going to do it. Let's do it. And you could hear the audience as this was about to take place. As I leaned back, opened my head, you hear the audience go, no, 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 no. And they did it. And I remember I sat up. Mayonnaise goes everywhere. And I knew that if I threw up then, the entire audience was going to start vomiting.
Yes, I can see that.
So
But you held it together like a pro.
Man, I took every ounce of strength I had not to go, do not vomit, smile at the people, get off stage and rinse that shit out of your
She
mouth.
snowballed that mayo into your mouth.
Oh, man.
Like a pro.
Yeah, she did, yes. Christina, thank you for that wonderful moment.
Yeah, that's right.
That's pretty nasty. All right, Gina. What is the
craziest
or
thing
stupidest
would probably
thing you've
have
ever
to
put in
be
your mouth?
a raw fish to feed to a dolphin.
A raw fish?
Mm-hmm.
Was
I
it
was
alive?
swimming with the dolphins. Yes.
It's like a flipper. You were getting baby birded by a flipper?
I was baby birding a dolphin.
Oh, you were baby bird.
It was really cool, actually.
Really?
So did you hold it by tail fin,
I
or did you have
did.
it more in your mouth?
I wallered it all around my mouth.
So you could get really deep in your mouth?
Yeah.
Like really deep in your mouth? I've seen how big your mouth can open. It's pretty wide.
I'm a little
It is
person.
amazing. It is amazing. I've had thoughts. I've had thoughts, Gina. I've had thoughts. I'm sorry. When we were at the bar drinking martinis together, I had thoughts.
Hi, Brett.
I was like, man, if she's married, that's one lucky dude. If
He
she has
is
a
a lucky
boyfriend,
guy.
he's one lucky dude too.
They're all girls.
They're all girls?
They all have 4 legs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Does that make you a lesbian?
I'm a lesbian. Hell yeah. All right, Mike, how about you, man?
Everybody's naming food or condiments or whatever.
It could be a person.
Well, we can't really say, can we?
A person, Mike. Who's the person that was crazy? Who was the crazy person you had in your mouth?
There are so many crazy people in my life when I was in my 30s, you guys. Seriously, I can't pick just one.
It's like a psycho Tootsie Roll. Come here.
Yeah.
Can we get a top 3?
Top 3.
Top 3.
Probably shouldn't name them. They live here. You know who you are. How about that?
There you go.
But food-wise, I don't know, man. Usually if I eat something, I'm doing it on purpose, so, and I like it.
Right.
I've had the octopus. I've had the crocodile. I've had the snake. I've had...
Have you had balls?
I have. Ooh.
Did you eat the
know
balls?
what?
Were they sweaty?
I'll tell you. Oh, they were a little greasy, and I'll tell you why. The last, I guess, weird food item
Right.
that I've eaten, I was actually with comedian Eric Counts.
Right. He's still a
and
comedian?
Technically, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm just checking.
Tax attorney Eric Counts, a credit repair
That's what I
guy.
was wondering, yeah.
Credit repair guy. Eric Counts. I shouldn't call him comedian anymore. You're right.
Fazio! He's like the Fazio of tax credit.
Yeah, he
fixing
is
thing.
the Fazio of tax credit. Thank you.
Aims to please.
You said it. You said it. I didn't. That's hilarious.
The Fazios.
But the last time we had dinner together, we had rooster fries, which is rooster
fries.
testicles. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. We have.
How do you
I've never even
extract
heard
that?
of that. How do you get testicles are on the inside, right, or something? How?
I don't know where they are, but they were rooster testicles.
That is so weird.
And they were deep fried and battered and deep fried, and they were delicious. Put a little, dip them in a little ranch dressing, and you're laughing at the end.
Adding the cream to the balls.
Yeah, but I will say that was the first. Now I've had oyster.
You've had the
mountain
bull
oysters.
balls.
I've had the mountain oysters and everything, but I've never had quote unquote rooster fries before.
I've never even heard of them.
Not for nothing. Bigger than you think they'd be. That's number one. Number two, a little spongier than you think they'd be too. So
the moral of the story: that cock's got balls.
Mike, thank
Totally.
you. Mike, thank you for sharing the stories of all the balls that have been in your mouth.
Totally,
Thank you
yeah.
so much.
You're welcome. You wanted
All right.
crazy. That's it.
That's
man.
That's
yeah.
crazy. Oh yeah,
This
we're all
next
about
one,
the crazy.
They were good though.
Let's see. Have you ever got sick from watching someone put something crazy in their mouth? I would have to agree. I would have to say yes.
You saw Two Girls, One Cup?
Wow.
All right, now it's Grant's turn. But, Mike ruined mine.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, dude.
I'll have the chocolate mousse, please.
You telegraphed
He totally cock-blocked me, man. He
Right.
totally
I'm
cock-blocked me.
so sorry. I stepped
Wow.
on your punchline.
No, that's okay.
Oh, dude. I feel
Go
so
ahead, Grant.
bad.
No, I think
Is
Luke
it,
has
is it bad that Two Girls, One Cup really didn't bother me that much?
Yeah, a little
Yes.
bit. A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. I couldn't eat soft serve chocolate ice cream after that for like 2 months.
Oh, damn it. Yeah.
Well, my answer.
So, Grant.
Moving along.
Moving along.
It's not really what someone else puts in their mouth. It's if they start gagging, that gets my gag reflex going.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a gag reflex? Interesting.
How far is it? How far is your gag reflex there, Grant?
Well, it's triggered by sound.
Trigger by suck it. Like suck it. Is that a trigger reflex? Suck it deeper.
No, I think it's more like I'll have two juicy, plump ones.
That's off of WT. Oh, dude, I used to do this sound that I figured out how to make this really gross vomiting sound that would just damn near get Sharp to puke instantly.
Really?
And it was like, all right, I'm gonna do it on the air. Here we go. Here it goes. It goes.
It's in the mouth.
Yeah.
In the mouth. That's a great noise.
And the re-swallow.
Yeah, the re-swallow.
Once you
is
up
bad.
chuck and then you swallow it, and then the words up chuck. I actually saw this kid. This is what got me. I'm gonna say this one too. So I have a different one other than the two ladies in one cup. I guess they're not ladies at that point, but anyway,
They're women.
Yeah. So, but it was like this kid was out playing football. It was really freaking hot, and I look over and he was right beside my ex-wife's kid, and he goes and swallows, and dude, I'm over there eating like it was like a piece of pizza. The ones with the cheese inside the crust. And I go, oh no, no, that's not going in my
When
mouth.
my
right
animals get sick, I almost get
That
sick.
is another gross one. Especially, they usually do it at dinner time.
They do it all the time.
You got dogs
and then
or cats?
they eat it.
Dogs.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
I
not a
do both.
person; it's a thing.
Well, at least
It's a
cats,
thing.
cats will give you a warning, though, because it's not
Yes,
just
that's
blah.
true.
It's
They announce it.
Whack.
Right. We did a WTF comedy short film at her house.
Yes, we did.
Yes, it was
Because
awesome.
she has an awesome pool.
That was your pool?
Yeah.
I saw that video.
Yes, it was.
That was hers. That was
That's
hers.
fantastic. You have a great house.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Nice.
Pretty awesome. We also shot a porno that she didn't know about, but whatever.
Fair enough.
Neighbor saw it.
Now, I do know that the people were really, really concerned about other people's grass. There was the people that were going around measuring grass. We saw that. The guy came around with a ruler that was in this cart and measured how tall your neighbor's grass was.
He was getting a golfing green put in.
Oh,
They
okay.
needed to
I thought
measure.
it was like one of those homeowners association things where like you can't be more than 6 inches or some kind of shit.
The only grass I've ever measured was in ounces, but not.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
not quite
Gina.
my yard.
Gina, you just made me hungry.
My kind of lady.
Oh, yeah.
Mike.
Hey, man.
So, you said the fries, right?
The craziest thing? Sure,
That's
yeah.
the craziest thing that you put in your mouth.
Well, the most recent
What
craziest
has grossed you out, though? Who? Has somebody? Have you ever watched somebody doing something that just totally sicked you out?
Man, I think I really kind of have a pretty hefty constitution. I don't really get grossed out over...
What about that snot sucking sound? Yeah. And then they don't
I love it.
spit nothing out.
No, it's great.
Really?
Dude, here's the thing. I can't get messed up about bodily sounds and noises.
Right.
Ask Allie.
What do you do?
I'm
What does Allie do?
I am an orchestra of bodily
Oh,
sounds.
you were saying Allie was.
No, Allie's not.
We need to be asking her the question now.
Yeah, you should be asking her, what do I do that grosses her out? Because everything that I do, I'm totally fine with.
That's a great question, Allie. I tell you what, give her the mic.
All right.
You'll have to sign the release too, by the way. Allie, what is it about Michael Brown that makes you absolutely disgusted?
There's nothing that makes me absolutely disgusted.
But it's the small things in
the
life.
sleep burps are kind of insane.
Sleep burps? I've never heard of sleep burps.
You can belch in your sleep?
I've heard of sleep farts.
Apparently.
I've never heard of sleep burps.
I actually, when was it, last week or 2 weeks ago, when I woke myself up burping?
How does that work?
That is remarkable.
So do you breathe
No,
in it? So you breathe in and
Allie,
just...
I got to ask you a really big favor. if you can go get a GoPro camera or some kind of video, you got to video that.
I will. I'll give my.
You've got to video that. That would be a perfect promo for y'all's podcast.
Yeah, that would be it. No, I burp him. There are times when I get a little too gassy.
Okay, so
off
you're
and on,
both sides.
Better out than in.
Better out than in.
So that's the next sequel to Paranormal Activity. Just Michael Brown.
The sheet move. What was that? That was me.
Yeah. Oh, the covers billow out like a hovercraft. Are you nuts? Honestly,
looks like a stingray.
Yeah. I mean, if you ran a hose from me under the bed would be floating on the bottom of the floor.
Paranormal Activity. You're
like a puck on an air hockey table. That's what it's going to be. I mean,
I'm just impressed.
Allie floats off the side.
Thanks, but yeah, I woke myself up burping like 2 weeks
Mike's
ago.
Mike's the air and Allie's the puck. She just floats off the bed.
She does. She does. It's and you know what? The cutest thing ever.
Oh, was an Allie poot.
Was an Allie poot.
Oh, Allie. And your face is turned just slightly red.
It's so cute because it's like there's a little Satchmo down there going. Oh, like that. It's just a little Satchmo.
Well, if it's doing that, then there's not been any butthole sex. There's no butthole sex in y'all's life.
You know, it's just all there's. It's
that's cute.
It's
like a little violin down there.
It's adorable.
That's weird. I think that's why they have butthole hair because it's kind of like a reed of grass, you know.
You ever heard?
But again, just to go back to the question, I don't feel like I have there's no quote unquote sound or action or anything that kind of grosses me out necessarily because I am a symphony of bodily functions.
You are the orchestra of orchestras.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I got to take a 0 on this one. I got to take a pass.
0.
Okay. I know I was around someone that was trying to sleep, or actually they were sleeping. They were on the couch, and I could hear them in my bedroom because they were crashed out on the couch. And they do the throat clearing thing in their sleep. I mean, it's like
that.
No, they're sucking snot. They're sucking the snot while they're asleep. Are we helping y'all out over there? There's people eating here, and we're talking about sucking snot. We're rocking it out.
The coleslaw looks good now, doesn't it?
Hell yeah. Carroting. Anyway, all right, so we're going to move on to the next question because we're kind of killing that one. So, Grant, you're going to get to answer this one first. Okay. No, actually, we're going to do Gina this time. What do you think would be the craziest thing someone could put in their mouth?
The craziest thing someone could put in their mouth.
20, 30 inches of...
Something that wouldn't fit?
Wow! We were like right on the same wavelength right there. Yeah. Something that wouldn't fit, like what? Now her face has turned a little red.
Tyrone, maybe?
Tyrone? Won't you call Tyrone?
Hi, Tyrone. How you doing, buddy?
Jungle fever. All right.
I know. There has to be a white guy named Tyrone out there somewhere.
I think there is.
This is very racist.
I know.
We were doing a marathon a couple weeks ago, and it was in the pouring down rain, and it was on the trail, and there was this photographer standing pretty far out, and he was holding his camera, and he was holding it down, and it had a long lens on it, and it was a dark camera. You know, it's a black camera.
Oh, okay.
And from a distance, I said, "There's Tyrone." And so when we got up to him, we told him that, and he could not even take our picture. He was laughing so hard. It was quite funny.
That is pretty funny.
It made his day, actually.
You know what Sharp did? He was looking at the Razorback, the submarine down there, and he looks at me and he goes, "Doc, why does everything big and long have to be black?" And I looked at him and I was like, "Sharp, why do you know that other things like this are black?"
How does he know?
Oh, the internets.
Yes, it was kind of sad.
The internets.
Sharp looked at me and he was like,
Plural.
"Doc, anything is big compared to me."
Hi.
He has the Irish curse.
He has the Irish curse, yes.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell
Luke,
you
you know what I'm talking about.
Did I tell you how my...
You know when you have to part the fur to see the bean? When you have to part the fur
it's like
to
a
see the
strawberry in an Easter basket.
That's exactly what it is.
Get a machete. I know it's in there somewhere.
There's the jelly bean. There's that jelly bean. Oh, it's so cute. Oh. All right. So, how about you, Mike?
what's the craziest thing I've ever seen someone else put in their mouth?
What would you think that the craziest
Oh, what would I
thing?
think would be the craziest thing?
What could you imagine be the craziest thing?
How about, not only would I think this would be nuts, but I think it would also be ill-advised.
Oh crap.
Ghost pepper? A cup of molten lava.
That would do it. That would do it.
All right.
But I know somebody that's so cold and horrible. She could probably put it out before it got in her mouth, but I'm not going to mention. But it rhymes with gamey pa smell. I will say that about that.
Okay.
Volcano sauce.
Oh, I was taking a look at the next question.
Oh, good Lord.
And
we're gonna do this live too.
Yep.
All right.
And it's going to be Grant.
Right.
Oh,
No,
Grant's
no,
the one
not
doing
yet.
it. So
Grant's going to do it.
I was going to.
But Lauren already did it. I was going to do it as a couples thing.
Oh.
That's
well,
okay.
no one else knows what we're talking about.
Oh yeah, it's here at Whole Hog Cafe here in North Little Rock. They actually have several different sauces up here.
Speaking of molten lava,
they're 1 through 6,
Get
and
up here.
1 being sweet, mild molasses flavor, and number 6 being rich mustard and vinegar, an Old South favorite. The one that's actually they're about to try, Grant's fixing to shoot it like a shot. It's called volcano sauce.
Want to take pictures of this moment, Jill.
This is going to be awesome. So they're fixing to actually do the shot right now. So if you want to see the craziest thing that people say, I'd say this is pretty close.
All right.
Do they have something hotter? That would be the next question. This is the hottest they got. All right, 1, 2, 3, down it.
nailed it. Took the
Actually,
whole.
there's a little left over.
Oh, he can still speak afterwards. That's. Is it?
Actually, it burns a little bit. Just slightly. I feel my face turning red.
I remember you saying.
barbecue sauce
I remember
on
you
the-
saying something
on the
similar to that when you were in the
tip of your
bathroom
nose
once.
here.
It burns a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that.
His face was turning
That's why
red.
I have a new
Yeah.
girlfriend.
That's why. It's been cured since then. Yeah, he's beating up quick. That's awesome.
He's
How was
sweating.
It was actually very tasty.
Is it sweet?
Yeah, explain it. Explain the flavor to us.
Give us the whole experience
It
here.
had a very nice texture.
Okay.
It
As
was-
sauces go.
Yes. It was smooth. It had a sweet but slightly tangy. It actually, the spices don't hit you at first. It's kind of a creeper sauce. So
Creeper sauce rocks.
because you get the flavor first, and about maybe a minute after, like I can feel right now, it feels like my mouth is on motherfucking fire.
There it is.
Well, let me ask you this: Can you,
Afterburn.
if you had a magic marker, could you now trace your digestive system because you're feeling it?
I have a
through?
feeling if I just lift my shirt,
You could probably see it.
See the glow.
Speaking of molten lava, there you go.
Hey.
There you
All right, how
go.
about you, Luke?
Yeah.
Seeing someone drink volcano sauce straight out of
That's
the cup?
molten lava to some people.
That didn't bother me.
That anybody?
Do you need a glass of milk, Grant?
Remember, Doc, I'm the one who said that 2 girls, 1 cup didn't bother me.
Oh, that's true. So there's nothing crazy for you.
Not
Are
really.
you going to make it?
Oh no, I'll make it just
I-
fine. I'm
I
just
would
going to have
say-
molten lava shit later.
Oh, that's the. It's not just the end that hurts. It's the.
Then you
out.
need to eat some ice cream so it follows it.
You should clock it. You should
It's
start
like
the stopwatch now.
So Gina, you're recommending an icy hot, hot, cold, hot, cold.
No,
I am.
I like Mike's suggestion. I like Mike's suggestion a lot. That you need
Yeah,
to
clock
time
it.
that shit right there, man. It's
Literally.
time that shit.
I like
Literally.
that too.
You see what we did there?
I like it. I like it. All right. So here's the deal. My thought is, I don't know if y'all have heard of the ghost chili.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I actually got to see this happen. And it was a bite. He actually took a full-on bite. He could. He. This is the weird thing. His actual the shock and the what do you call that when you're dealing with a missing limb?
Shock. Limb?
Shock. Yeah.
Phantom limb.
He went into full-on shock. But it hit him so fast that he didn't have a chance to. Grant is totally sweating. Look at this. He's beaten up. He was. Anyway, but the reaction, his reaction was not to spit it out. It was so bad he actually swallowed it.
That's not a good idea.
No. Well, at this point,
That can do like honest to God.
it did do damage.
Medical damage.
It actually
to you.
caused
Really?
it caused an instantaneous ulcer, and he started bleeding. Or his stomach started bleeding. So just so you know, I actually saw it, and I think the craziest thing that anyone could ever do is something that I actually got to see someone actually do.
Wow.
So this is the last part of it, is he was not only with an ulcer that was instant, he actually started shitting blood. So, yeah.
I'm so happy I didn't
Did
eat
he
anything.
see a doctor?
Yeah, he went to a doctor, but he was telling me all this stuff afterwards. He goes, yeah, I've got an ulcer now. I didn't have it before. Now I have, basically lava flowing hemorrhoids that are just, it was bad.
It kind of goes back to I actually said lava, but that's
it is as close as you can get to it. 50,000. What is it?
What is it called?
Yeah. It's the Scoville units. Yeah.
50 or no, it's 500. Excuse me. It's 500,000.
Way up there.
500,000 Scoville units. It's not. It's like picture this: a jalapeno is like 10,000. It's like 10 to 25,000 Scoville units, and a ghost chili is 500,000 of kicking your ass.
How do people eat that?
Well, they don't do it in such a huge quantity. You're not supposed to bite the fucking pepper. That was stupid. That was just absolute. He was like, "Hey, I can do it." How bad? Because he kept saying,
"How bad could it be?"
Right.
Yeah. Instantaneous ulcer is how bad.
Well,
could
he
be.
said that he's eaten. Actually, he had a blister on it. He actually. Oh, I forgot. He had an actual inside blister on his lip. It was so hot. But he's eaten habaneros raw with no problem. And that was one he thought no big deal. But I think a habanero is like 50,000 to 75,000. But it's not 500,000.
I was about to say a ghost chili is 10 times hotter than
they won't even
habanero.
put it in pepper spray because it's lethal. It will actually blind you permanently.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
So don't do that. So that's
or actual lava. Don't do that either.
Grant's gonna be shitting fire.
Really, I think Grant is there.
Out right now.
Yeah.
It literally has hit a reset button in my brain like a computer, and
You're
my
so
brain is rebooting.
Sweating.
He is sweating.
So,
Take a bite of your potato salad or something.
live on Doc's Group Therapy.
Hey, Doc.
Stupid shit
Lauren
right
thinks
here.
they have any milk.
Way to go, stunt boy.
I just want y'all to know his girlfriend. Just has a slight glisten.
Yeah.
She has a slight glisten. Her face
glowing.
isn't red. She's actually glowing. She actually looks like she's been revitalized. While Grant on the other side looks like
probably feels like he's being hollowed out right now.
Yeah, he looks like a kid that was at Michael Jackson's house. That's what he looks like. He's sweating really bad. He's moving around. His butt looks like it hurts. Yeah.
I don't want to play with bubbles. I don't want to play with bubbles.
That's it right there. Yep. Jill.
He is sweating like a hoe in church.
There it is. Yeah. What does Chinaman say? He's sweating like a lesbian girl first about to talk to her parents and when looking at a taco at a taco dinner. Anyway, I can't remember the whole joke.
Clearly.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
So,
hey, Ruben the Meat Man tried to say the same joke on stage. So.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
have you found the newest ingredient for your sneaky cheese dip then?
Oh, I do have some awesome cheese dip. My cheese dip.
Caused men to strip.
I have actually made men strip, like what Michael Brown's starting to do right now. He's the man. Boom, cheese dip.
Look at that.
All over the world. Let me tell you about my cheese dip.
Tell me about your cheese dip.
I use
the food of my people.
The food of your people. It's the only way to keep from shitting. Basically, you follow up any kind of fiber with cheese dip, nothing happening after 40. So anyway, I've spent many hours on there. Yep. Nothing coming out. Yeah. So,
why do you think I was burping while I was sleeping?
Is that what?
Everything was backed up.
Regurgitated farts.
See, that's why we need Fibeer.
Fibeer,
That's
yes,
why we need
Fibeer. It's the
Fibeer.
next Diamond Bear Brewery beer. I'm telling you.
Fibeer.
Yes. It's so. But the bad thing, I don't know if you heard the podcast. I know you got a lot of stuff going on, but
I do.
This particular beer that I came up with is called Fibeer. Fibeer being basically you can drink it and get your fiber all at the same time.
I love it.
And but the only drawback is the only bad thing is the fact that a lot of times when you get too drunk you shit on yourself anyway. So if you add fiber to it, maybe not a good idea. So yeah, if you're gonna drink that particular beer, just sit on the toilet.
Can I say, in my life, and I've gotten blackout drunk. You understand me?
Yes, unfortunately I do.
Yeah, I've gotten blackout drunk on multiple occasions. I have thrown up on myself.
Mm-hmm. I see where you're going.
While blackout drunk.
I see where you're going.
And not know about it. Until later.
Mm-hmm.
You've never. Have you?
Never have I shat my pants.
Really?
For a nap.
Ever.
At least you knocked on wood.
I did knock on wood.
You did.
You did knock on wood.
Or whatever this is. Yeah, it's wood.
Formica.
Formica. Formica laced wood.
Yes.
Never once have I shat my pants.
You know, I'm proud of you there. Which unfortunately, due to karma, you have roughly 6 or 7 months left in this year. And we look forward to the report.
I can't wait.
Yes. And
I'm lamenting about it. I'm not bragging.
And Allie?
Yeah. I'm just
if
saying
he doesn't report
that's
it,
never happened.
Get a video of that too. Get a video of that too.
Yeah.
Of course, it depends. It does depend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to hear about it, dude. If you don't post it, dude, tag it. Tag Mr. Hanky. If you do it, tag Mr. Hanky.
I'll put it on Instagram.
Boom.
Oh,
Boom.
see, that's what people should do with Instagram. If you're going to take pictures of your food, take a picture of the aftermath.
Yeah, before and after of the bacon cheeseburger.
Come on, hashtag.
Well, my stinky cheese dip, stinky.
Yeah,
let's talk about the cheese dip.
Go back to cheese dip.
My sneaky cheese dip. I put cumin in it, but then I put cumin
with us.
Some people call it cumin, but it's cumin.
Oh, you're saying cumin. Oh,
not human.
I was
cumin.
I'm putting humans in it. No
meat pie. It's a meat pie. It's a meat pie.
Soylent Green is cheese dip.
Yes. So I put cumin in it, and I put chipotle versus regular.
I've got both of those at home.
And then I put a light chili pepper in it.
Nice.
Now, what it ends up doing is the first 7 or 8 bites are pretty mild.
Right on.
And then all of a sudden you start to notice that you're warming up. And that's the chipotle because it's a nice slow smoking flavor.
Roasted.
And then you realize that your clothes have to come off. And it's called the sneaky cheese dip because you become naked. Now, this guy never takes his hat off. Ever.
And I was there with him, too.
He was at my house. Top shirt come off. Hat comes off. And in his eyes, he considered the third shirt coming off, or second shirt coming off. I saw it in his eyes. He was ready.
Peeling clothes off of him like an onion layer.
It was funny. And it wasn't like, my stuff is not like on fire. It's just, you realize that you're
smoldering heat.
Yeah, you're heating
up.
But
it's so good, though, and you never
You don't stop eating. It's one of those. You just don't stop eating it. You can't not stop,
It's like Pringles.
It's like Arkansas ecstasy.
Yeah. But it sounded better with a southern accent, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Arkansas ecstasy.
See, what Doc does is he brings in guys and
so we get to skip the
fourth dip, and they start stripping.
We get to skip the fourth one here because Grant just did it.
Yep. He jumped the gun on that.
Yeah, basically, would you put a spoonful of the hottest sauce from Whole Hog in your mouth and swallow?
Grant
did it.
Grant did it so we didn't have
He's
to.
starting to slow down a little bit. All right, starting at Mike on this one. Have you ever ate something but didn't know what it was until after you swallowed?
Yes.
Oh no, what was it?
I'm not sure still.
You still?
No, honestly, I was at a comedy show, up north at one point, and, one of the comedians who wasn't performing, but who was around, older comedian, old guard, old school, like from the 70s comedian.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I wasn't even born then.
Like started with Robin Williams and whatnot around
Robin Williams
in the Bay Area. He was one of the Bay Area comedians in the late 70s before the big comedy boom hit.
Oh, right.
And he was at one of my shows, and as we were hanging
out,
masturbating
down there. What are you doing?
Hey, dude, don't worry about it.
Live.
I'm about to get married, but don't stop this now.
But, he handed me a pill. And I was like, awesome. And
was
I took it.
Pill or
Holy
pill?
crap.
And I don't remember what color it was, but I took it and then I turned to him and said, what did I just eat?
Oh, no.
And he was like, we'll find out in a minute.
Oh, Lord.
So luckily I wasn't allergic to it. I think it was a muscle relaxer because I was feeling really good about myself afterwards. But I mean, I still don't know what that was. And he said, that's how we used to do it.
Oh, Jesus.
That's how we used to do it.
No way.
It's like
a
what
candy
did I
bowl?
just take?
What did I do?
Kind of a thing. You take the pill. It's like, what was that?
That almost sounds like Godfrey. What's his name? Godfrey?
Gilbert?
The way you just did that, it sounded like Godfrey right there.
I was more like this.
Oh my God, you nailed it.
Oh my God.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if y'all know this. If you get to see any of Michael Brown's stuff, he's a perfect impressionist.
Yep.
He left an impression on my face one time. Looked just like a penis, just so you know.
Oh, yeah.
I was asleep. It was kind of scary.
Yeah,
it was a small impression, but it was whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Mushroom tattoo.
Speaking of that, you're lucky that the pill they gave you wasn't a Viagra. That would have been awkward.
It would have been awesome.
It would have been awesome.
awesome?
Yeah. Does anybody have any of those, by the way?
It's like, I finally filled my pants out.
I'll take a half a script of that. If anybody's
I'll tell you what, whenever we
Mike
get to
Brown
number
Comedy at
69 on the orders, I'll go ask that person.
Oh, yeah.
If you got a script and you're willing to sell extra.
There you go. There you go.
10 a piece or whatever the street price of Viagra is.
Got,
I don't even know what
Extends and Viagra.
Yeah.
And Cialis.
You know, they say, ask your doctor about it. I asked my doctor about it, and he was like, yeah, nah.
Yeah,
Not at all, huh?
Just because you're too aroused all the time? Is that
Yeah,
what
I
it is?
guess so. I was like, come on, man.
Your
Come on.
personality is arousing enough.
I know, that's the
He
thing.
is. Michael Brown's awesome.
No, I'm and
You notice I'm
and
saying your name a lot,
A
Michael
lot of
Brown,
guys
right?
go. A lot of guys will
Michael
throw
Brown?
that caveat on there. It's like, not that I need it. You know what? I'll take it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I'm not gonna say I'm not. I'll take it.
But you know what would suck is if you take it and you get home, you're like, Allie, guess what? And Allie goes, no, not tonight.
That's okay.
Well, then you have to go to your,
one.
Yeah, I was going to say, you go to your bedroom. I'm fixing to tear me up. I'm going to rock
Come
my
here,
world.
Stevens.
I'm going to rock my world. Oh, shit.
Time to lock the door, put on some music, and make some love to yourself.
I tell you what, that Saran wrap's a whore. All right, how about you, Luke?
Not that I can think of right now.
Really? All right, I'll tell you what I did. I was eating some eggs with my dad when he was alive. Basically, he came in there with breakfast, and I was eating this, and I was like, oh, cool, ham and eggs, and da-da-da-da, and I ate all these eggs. And some people in the South were like, that's no big deal. I ate all this stuff, and he turns and goes, hey, so what'd you think about those pig's brains and eggs? And I've never thrown up on food before. But it was just the sheer fact that I just, ate something that probably had more intelligence than me, and just consumed its brain. Out it went in my mouth, blah, and I threw it up, and he goes, I was just kidding. I was like, okay, good. So I calmed down a little bit, and I ate more, and he goes, actually, it was squirrel brains. You son of a bitch! Yeah,
Nice.
so, I ate squirrel brains, and
It's supposed to be pretty good.
Why
My sister
are
likes
those
those.
sitting around?
What's so bad is it actually did taste good. It did taste good, but that was not the problem. It was the fact that, one, you didn't warn me. Two, it was good, and I didn't want to qualify the fact that I'm in the South and I actually enjoy squirrel brains and eggs. And then three, once again, I ate something that had a greater intelligence than I. So, anyway, how about you, Grant?
Actually, mine was a coffee, and let me explain this story real fast for y'all. It was at one of our maintenance shops. I also work for the Little Rock Parks Department, and I'm not here being the co-host of Doc's Group Therapy.
.com.
And, .com.
With a southern accent.
With a southern accent. It always sounds better with a southern accent.
But I was at one of our maintenance shops, and I see one of our foremen come back with a cup of coffee. So I go to get a cup of coffee, and I feel the pot, and it's cold. But that I can understand, when you want coffee bad enough, you just pour it and go. I see this guy walk out with a fresh cup of coffee. It might be cold, but hell, it's coffee. I walk out, take a big old swig of the coffee, and the other foreman and the guy with the coffee I saw walking by goes, where'd you get that coffee? I went, oh, the coffee pot inside. That coffee's been there a week.
Oh, the fluffy coffee. Gotta love the fluffy coffee.
Oh my God. Wow,
How was it?
Volcano sauce is kicking back up now. So I was just like, I did what? Okay, I'll be in the bathroom.
But the good news is you got penicillin out of it. So,
I did, and actually that was my immediate joke.
That's gross. All right, how about Gina?
I think it was when I was a kid and I was told it was frog legs. That kind of freaked me out.
After you ate it, it was...
After I ate it.
Kermit the Frog here. Please don't eat me.
They were good.
Hi, ho, Kermit the Frog here. Why does my finger
didn't
smell
tell
like
me.
pork? Yeah.
All you can think of are those little frogs on all those little crutches.
Those amputees. All those poor amputees.
Would it be crutches or
Really?
a wheelchair?
So, did you like it when you ate it,
did.
though? And then when they said frog legs, what happened?
I said, gross.
That's it? You didn't throw up?
No.
You kept it down?
I kept it.
All
And I'd do it again.
They're
You didn't
tasty.
even- All right.
Tastes like chicken.
Tastes like it.
Literally.
Did we already do you, Mike? Did we do you? Did we do you, Mike?
What was my
Did we
answer?
do
I
you?
did. What's the question? Which question?
Has you ever ate something and you didn't
Oh,
know
you
what it
didn't know
was?
what
Yeah,
it
it
was
was a
until
pill.
after you swallowed.
Yeah,
Yeah. The
We
mystery
went
pill
pill.
that I'm not sure what it was.
I remember now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old.
That'd be horrible.
Can't
Anyway.
even remember.
All right, so have you ever done something? Let's go to Luke. All right, have you ever done something to someone else's food, and they ate it and you didn't tell them?
Not
9.
Not that we didn't tell them.
Jill's wanting to listen.
When I was in college, we used to. My friends are all insane in college.
Right.
So we'd go to IHOP really late at night. And
right.
We were bored, half drunk, so somebody had like a milkshake or something like that. Well, let's start pouring every condiment on the table in there.
Oh, good Lord.
You know, syrup, sugar, salt, pepper.
Right.
And then it's, all right, you want to drink it first or should I?
Was there money on the table for that?
Had to be money. It had to be a bet. It had to be a gamble.
No. It was, will you do it?
Right.
It was more a dare than a bet.
Right. Oh, dude. Yeah.
I would only do it for a bet.
All right, I'm fixing to age myself a little.
Go.
Back when I used to work at Godfather's Pizza, my second job at 16 years old, the lady came up to the front, being a complete and total cunt, ordering pizza for her entire family of apparently 50 million. Said she wanted all these pizzas and they had to be done at a certain time, blah, 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 blah. We went out to the light that was outside that had the cover, where all the bugs were at.
Oh, no.
We unscrewed the cover and put it on the pizza underneath the sauce. I mean, it was that embedded. It gets so freaking hilarious about this because we actually set this pizza up and it was the one favorite pizza that they all had. It was their favorite pizza.
It's a good source of protein.
So just so you know, the only reason I'm even bringing this up because it's way beyond the statute of limitations. Way beyond.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I'm bringing it up.
Yeah.
And kids, don't do this out there if you work at a
But
Pizza
just so you
Hut,
know,
Papa
Godfather's
John's.
Pizza, if you want some really unique pizza.
Wow, and now there are no Godfather's pizzas in Arkansas anymore, are there?
I'll take that as a personal gain. Look what I did, because they pissed me off too. They did.
Clearly.
They
You
screwed
couldn't
my
find a
employment
fucking
up.
horse head to put on it?
Dude, it was awesome, dude. There was this monster moth on there, and how they didn't know it was there. We all put it on prior to cooking, so there's no way. I mean, it just melded with all the other food, But they said, she calls back, and there was 5 pizzas they ordered, and but she said, 2, the pepperoni Canadian bacon, the Hawaiian. It was called the Hawaiian. It was pepperoni Canadian bacon and pineapple and something else on it. And she said, and this other one, it was like, she goes, it's beef and something else, but it had a very unique texture.
No kidding.
I was like, really? That was the fluffiest damn moth I ever put in there. But anyway.
Really? So you're saying that this is, a pizza that's buzzing, right?
Exactly, yeah. So what's bugging you? That's horrible. That's horrible. All right, Grant, how about you?
What was the question again? I'm still in reset mode after that volcano shot.
Basically, have you ever put something crazy as hell to somebody's food and didn't tell them and they ate it?
No, I just, I never could do that. I just, I'm too nice of a guy, even though I wanted to.
That's bullshit. I know about your alternate personality.
Are you talking about Dark Grant?
No, I'm talking about that one that's talking about, two big, fat, juicy ones. At Discovery.
You know what happens at Way Too Funny Comedy stays at Way Too Funny Comedy.
Right, but I believe it was you did it at the Come and Go.
Because, well, you came and you went. I mean, that's how I got my bit.
That's what happened. All right, Gina.
I don't cook.
Are you
so
guilty?
I don't.
Your man does?
Yes, he does.
Does he do well?
And he's actually
excellent.
He's an excellent cook. Has he put anything in there that he told you about later?
Yeah. But it's not anything crazy.
Oh, never mind.
So
I don't want to hear
it.
It
Doesn't really count.
All right. Mike, did we already talk to you?
Funny thing is Grant and Luke and I all went to the same college, different times, but we're all ASU alumni. And at Woodlands Cafeteria.
Oh, good old Woodlands.
You could just grab stuff, put it on your tray or whatever. There were a couple of times when I knew a certain person was in line, several people behind me or whatever, and I knew what they liked, and I didn't care for them.
Oh,
She's
now a comedian.
You take the pie that has the meringue on it, and you lift the meringue up. You can put cigarette butts under the meringue.
You did not.
Yeah, and just left it there. I don't know somebody got it. Don't know who got it. I was hoping it was my target, but it didn't really matter at that point. But a couple of cigarette butts under the meringue of the key lime pie at the Woodlands Cafeteria was.
Did you check to see if that was past the statute of limitations on that one?
You know what? I don't care.
You don't care?
Yeah, come after me if you're the one who did it.
They now have cancer, Mike.
Dare you?
Thanks, dude.
Woodlands
You
no
added
longer
to the
exists,
statistic.
so we're good.
They have cancer.
Yeah,
Do
that's
what?
true.
Woodlands no longer exists.
Woodlands
so we're
no
good.
longer exists.
Hell, we're
There's
not
very little of that college that exists.
We're not even
For
the
their-
Indians anymore.
Yeah. Well, we can. Yeah.
That's another day.
That's a whole other. I've actually addressed that on a previous podcast I was on 3 weeks ago in Tulsa.
Oh wow!
So yeah. It's a weird thing.
Knuckle pound.
Thank you.
They pounded taters.
Doing a podcast.
So it sounded like we did talk about some stuff about dares and bets.
Sure.
I don't. That wasn't really a dare. What Grant did. You did a. No, you did. I guess Mike kind of did one. They just handed it to him, and he took it, and then stuff happened. So that was kind of a dare, but not really a dare. Have you done anything on a bet or dare?
Oh yeah.
All right, like what? He's like, I dare you to eat this.
Oh yeah, no. Jeff and I, my buddy Jeff, we would, those little jars of like pepper sauce.
Uh-huh.
They have the peppers in them.
Right.
We would open that and see how many peppers we could eat out of those pepper jars. That was kind of a dare situation.
Did you ever do the cinnamon?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Did you ever do the cinnamon when you were a kid?
No.
Oh, I
Did you do
did.
the cinnamon? You did the cinnamon thing?
The cinnamon challenge.
I did that.
Mm-hmm.
You did that.
No, thank
6
you.
months ago.
How'd it go?
I gagged, and then I found out that there's actually something that can actually happen to your respiratory system.
Yep.
Yeah,
That
I
was
heard
on the
that.
news.
It can-
last
Yeah, you can inhale it,
fuck
and
you up.
then
The good news is I couldn't breathe at all, so I couldn't inhale anything.
That's nice.
So I was literally, but yeah, I did it. And I was at home without Christy, and which was probably, I needed supervision. That's the moral of this. Most men need supervision. I'm at home.
Lauren knows that. She's looking
I'm
at
at
me.
home.
She looked over at the table as soon as you said that.
About to GoPro self-video myself. I've got the video
To
camera
do the
pointing at me.
cinnamon challenge.
Right, and so I put the cinnamon in, all you see is the GoPro hit the floor.
Oh,
You don't see
yeah.
anything, and you hear this guy in the background going,
And was Miss Kitty looking at you like, you too?
yeah, no doubt. But I choked on so much, and just don't do it. Just do not do it,
Yes.
because there's another thing that there's these fluffy pieces of grass that look like wheat, but it's not. It's just regular grass. It has a little fluffy thing at the end, and if you turn it backwards, there's a prank you can play on somebody. Tell them, hey, put the top in your mouth and say turkey 3 times. Well, the second time you say turkey, it's in your throat, because as you go when you do that, the little furry things actually works its way to the back of your throat, and you'll gag on it. And I swallowed like 6 of them, thinking I could. Dumb blonde. Yeah, I did. I was like, I can beat it this time. I'm gonna get a high score. Watch this. Turkey talk, turkey talk, turkey talk. And it didn't matter. It didn't matter. I thought I was going to go for some kind of high score, and these guys were looking at me like, "You're one dumb son of a gun," you know.
You're going to go for a high score.
I was young.
You know what?
That's
It's always
the
better
nerd
with a
part of it.
southern accent.
But you know what? My armor class was high, and
What
my
about your
alignment,
charisma?
what was it? It was something neutral. God, it's been so long.
chaotic.
Chaotic neutral. Yeah, that's what it was. I was chaotic neutral, and I got killed.
We're not
you know
nerds
why?
at all.
Why?
Because chaotic neutral means never having to say you're sorry.
That's what it was. That was what it was. They had that on a slogan. I remember seeing that on there. Yeah, but yes, I had a very high armor and everything.
Chaotic
So-
neutral.
All right, anybody else on that one?
What, Dungeons and Dragons?
No.
I'm good.
Did you ever eat something on a bet or a dare? Anybody?
I ate a habanero.
Yeah. Ooh, those are bad. But
Yep.
don't ever do a ghost pepper. I'm telling y'all.
Well, I had those rooster fries, I guess, kind of on a
That
bet
counts.
dare.
Yeah,
Yeah. That was not too
I've
long
got to
ago.
try that just because.
I know where to take you.
Where?
Up in Paragould.
Paragoo. That's
Ooh.
way up. No,
Oh,
that's,
yeah.
that's
It's,
east.
it's up
That's
there.
northeast
Northeast.
Arkansas.
Northeast
Right on the
Arkansas.
edge of Arkansas.
Yep.
All right.
Right on the Kahlua-colored shores of St. Francis River.
All right, so I'm gonna throw the next ones. I'm just gonna throw up for everybody. Not throw up. That's kind of gross. We were talking about food. So have you ever gotten sick from putting something you shouldn't have in your mouth? Have you ever? I looked straight at Gina. I'm so sorry.
Oh, wow.
I am so sorry. That was horrible. Have you ever? Have you?
No.
No, you never put anything that made you sick, gagged
No.
you, or anything. No, nothing. She's like, I'm a representative of the city of Little Rock. I will not answer that question. All right, how about you, Mike?
The correct answer for that
Have I ever
Gina,
gotten
is I
sick
plead the
after I
fifth.
put something in my mouth?
Right.
Again, I have a pretty strong
Oh, yeah, that's true,
constitution.
that's true.
However, I will say I didn't get sick per se, but I got a little willy. I got a little willies
Like
out
little
of it.
Jason Willie.
Little, sure. if that's what we're going to name that after.
Jason Willie. I got a Jason Willie.
I had where I was in the Army, where I was storing my toothbrush. Wasn't very clean. We were in the field. Was in the field for about 4 days.
Did you find a pubic hair on your toothbrush?
Huh?
Did you find a pubic hair on your toothbrush?
No.
Okay, good.
No, but I found a lot of after. It was after I'd brushed my teeth. I looked at the brush and saw these little bugs crawling around the toothbrush, and I brushed my teeth with you know what I'm talking about?
I have a story like this as well.
Okay, great. So I'm glad I'm not the only one. No. But yeah, I had a bug-filled toothbrush.
I'm not that guy. I never seen that or heard that.
I had unbeknownst to me, I had a bug-infested toothbrush that I had brushed my teeth with. Yeah, Yeah, because you know, after a couple of days after being in the field, your teeth feel like they got little socks on them. You want to brush your teeth.
You want a dentist clean feel.
Well, as close as you could get. And totally brushed my teeth with bugs on my toothbrush. That kind of grossed me out a little bit. I didn't puke, but I was like that. I drank a lot of water. And tried to either drown them, kill them, or spit them out. But yeah. Like, I don't know.
Mike,
they
I'm
weren't
imagining
ants.
this. If you're wondering what's going on in my head right
they
now.
were like ants, but they were like little gnats or something.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
See what happened.
And Allie, you kissed this guy.
That was 20 years ago.
God, you want to talk about a serious case of halitosis right there?
Not true. The bugatosis, man.
Bugatosis.
That reminds me.
You asked, I answered, brother.
No, that was good. That's good.
that reminds me of the story of what happened to me, though.
Perfect.
This is when my male cat started to start spraying things.
So you open your mouth and bad things happen?
Well, what happened was I remember one morning I walk into the bathroom. I go, my cat sprayed on something in the bathroom. But I go, okay, well, I need to go to work, so I start brushing my teeth, and I'm like, I'll find the smell when I'm done. And I get done brushing my teeth, rinse, spit, and I was like, okay, well, where's the smell? And I can't find it anywhere, and I pick up the Doc kit that all my toiletries were in.
That is not me.
And I took a whiff, and that is where he peed, and that is where I got my toothbrush out.
Oh.
I looked, I grabbed the bottle of Scope and just chugged the entire freaking bottle of Scope.
So you just reminded me of a movie. It was with Chevy Chase and them on something family vacation.
Yeah.
What was it? European Vacation. No, it wasn't European. It was the very, very first one.
Was it?
No. With the dog that peed on the picnic basket.
The first one, the sandwiches.
And she ate it. She took like 2 bites and she goes, eh.
Imogen Coca, ladies and
Yes, she's gone now. Isn't she?
She is.
Yeah, that's sad. That's sad stuff. All right, another one up for anybody else got any answers on that one? You look like you want to say something.
I didn't actually puke from it, but
thing.
Red Man.
Oh yeah. I'm actually
chewing tobacco.
Yep.
Would you swallow it, or just you did it and that was gross?
Basically.
Okay, fair enough.
Mine would be.
I can see that.
What got me sick was the green stuff, Jägermeister.
Oh, Jägermeister will do it.
I was 11 shots in.
Oh.
We were doing a Jaeger. We were a
that's a
Jaeger
bad day.
Kager or whatever they called it. I don't know. It was a big deal. It was everybody was 11 shots in.
You did 11 shots of Jaeger.
11 shots of Jaeger.
That's a lot of Jaeger all at once.
Well, no, I wasn't back to back. I mean, it was like a shot, and we sat down and we were talking for about 5 minutes. Another shot separated about every 5 minutes. But that's still a lot of damn Jaeger. And of course, I'm thinking I'm over there monkey tailing. This is when I was about to poop when I was like drunk. And but I remember I actually had to have someone take me to the stall. And what's worse is when you're sitting on the toilet to have to poop, you have to throw up at the same time. So you're like pooping, and you have to get the trash can to move it up in front. So you're having to.
I've had to do the pivot where you poop and then you have to stand up,
poop and puke.
Yeah, you have to stand up and
you're doing the hokey pokey.
The hokey pokey
because that's what it's all about.
It is.
You got to clean out both ends.
Yeah. So that's what's happened to me. Anyway,
that's what happens when it opens up the sluices.
All right, so let's see who would I ask this question to first. Have you ever had something too big in your mouth, and what did you do, Gina?
Wow.
Say that question one more time, please.
Have you ever had something too big in your mouth and you didn't know what to do?
Too big.
Yes.
That was the perfect answer. Just plain yes. And
I plead the fifth.
Is it a plea of the fifth thing, or I'm a representative of the Little Rock
Well,
City?
speaking
Little Rock,
of gross things that we were just talking about, I ate a sandwich and got a parasite from it.
Oh!
So the hokey pokey was very familiar to me for a short time, but I had to take this medicine that was not nice.
Oh, it did the same thing to you?
To get rid of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, the parasite, yeah.
I thought I was going to be the alien and have it come out of me. It was not pretty. It was not pretty. I was leaving the office to go to the local hotel nearby to go to the bathroom because I couldn't do it in City Hall.
Yeah,
it's not pretty.
I've had food poisoning
It was
before.
not pretty.
Food poisoning is not fun.
No.
But yours is a parasite, which is worse.
Yeah.
If you had a parasite, were you like going across the carpet with your butt, scraping across there? Were you doing that?
Well,
I can see you, Gina, I
no.
can totally see you doing that right beside your swimming pool.
Yeah, well,
but you'd be relaxed.
Tile, though.
You'd be relaxed by the saltwater pool and scratching your butt across the concrete.
Watching your dogs going, you too?
You too?
No,
I'm just
but
saying,
having
Gina.
a parasite is
But you
not
look
fun.
cute. What was you say? What did you say, Lauren? What you say exceptionally, or what did you say? You look exceptionally, especially. Yeah, I found it's a new phrase you say to females. You don't just say, hey, your outfit looks. You really look good in that outfit, because that makes them think, hey, what did I look like before? Her comment was, you look especially nice today, which means you always look nice, but today,
But
that
Lauren's
particular
never seen me
outfit.
cleaned up before. She's only seen me post-race where I look like a truck at me. Truthfully.
Like a whore bath
You
type
look
thing.
different in clothes is what we say as runners.
You look
Because
different in clothes.
Because you're running and you have on all this running attire, but when you show up to a party and you have all your clothes on, you look different in clothes.
Now, speaking of clothes, Gina, that just reminded me of something. What do you do with all the clothes? A lot of
Segway.
marathon runners actually wear a lot of, it's cold when we do the race typically. So
Our
they
race
strip
was
all the
very
clothes. What do y'all do with the clothes that are just left behind?
We do the right thing and we laundry them.
This is not
Geneva
funny.
and Kevin
This is hilarious.
did 22 loads of laundry
22 loads.
of people's clothes scattered across 3 miles. And then we took it to the Friendly Chapel in North Little Rock where
Isn't
they
that
have
awesome?
they have a
They
store
actually do something with them.
that they help out people who need clothes.
That's great.
It's good. 22 loads. They spent the day in a laundromat.
And not like a regular,
I get it.
washer dryer. The
big ones.
mofo.
Industrial
Fortunately,
style.
I leave town after the race to go skiing for a couple of weeks, so I didn't have to do it.
No. Good for you.
Yeah, I timed it right.
That's why you're in charge.
I'm Geneva's boss, and Geneva's my boss.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Yes.
What is that?
That's Volcano.
That's Volcano
Yes, my
sauce?
girlfriend,
Everybody's-
after seeing me take the shot, she bought a whole bottle of the fucking shit.
Really?
So I just got my mouth on fire, and now I sound like, what's her name?
Oh, Sweet Connie?
Sweet Connie.
Have you had her on yet? You sure?
No.
Yeah, I got her number.
No.
Honestly?
Yeah.
Oh, holy crap.
No,
I
Sharp was talking
guess
about
I
her.
do qualify as a celebrity.
Try the
I have
whole
Sweet
canister
Connie's
of
number.
Mount Dot.
That was stupid, dude. That was stupid. I just got a fingerful of it, and that was stupid. I'm honestly saying,
I'm
Grant,
finally recovering from it.
you're gonna be hurting so bad later.
Oh, I know.
Right on.
You're gonna be hurt. But you know what? I'll probably get a bottle just like.
I tell you what, not for
We
nothing, I
welcome
really
pain.
like the sweet sauce here. Is some of my favorite barbecue
Oh, yeah.
sauce on the planet. Honestly, I
do
mean,
like the
everybody's running to catch up
I agree.
with
I
that.
agree.
With that,
I totally
with
agree.
the sorghum.
And right now, BuzzBQ's happening, and I honestly don't know if Whole Hog Cafe is actually doing anything down there.
They should be,
but they should be.
Yeah, but they're doing
Absolutely.
something else. They're hosting
That's
Doc's
true.
Group
They are.
Therapy.
They brought us in to bring their special stuff to the world. So if you get to Arkansas, there's only one place to go for barbecue.
Whole
and that's
Hog Cafe.
right here at the Whole Hog Cafe here in North Little Rock.
if you have had barbecue before but haven't had whole hog barbecue,
No, it's about the whole hog.
well, let me
You
just
sounded
say,
slightly Jewish when you said that.
You think you've had barbecue, but you haven't.
Right.
Nope.
Their ribs
This
are delightful.
this is the best. Honestly, I'll put this place up against any Memphis
And their
barbecue.
potato salad.
They're right. The potato salad is good too. But honestly, I'll stack these guys up against any Memphis
I concur.
barbecue. Memphis barbecue, I truly believe is the best barbecue on this
Planet?
the western arm of the
I agree,
spiral
Mike. I
galaxy
totally agree.
that is.
And the
Milky Way.
Pitmaster is awesome. The Pitmaster rocks.
But no fooling around. if you're in, and I'm about to go to Kansas City, so I'm about to shit on them. Kansas City, you think you have barbecue, you don't have barbecue.
Yeah. Bring
St.
your ass
Louis,
down
you
here
think
and
you have
try it.
barbecue, you don't have barbecue.
That's right.
Yep.
North Carolina, any Carolina barbecue is horseshit.
Boom!
All right, period.
That's what Michael Brown
That's how you
says.
really feel.
I really feel.
Preach it, brother.
I'm
Preach
telling you right now, if you want the best barbecue in the western spiral arm of the Milky Way galaxy, you have to come to planet Earth. Come to Arkansas. You
There
have
it
to
is.
come to North Little Rock or Little Rock, whatever location, but you do get the whole hog barbecue.
Yep.
It is the definitive what barbecue should taste like,
Yes,
period.
Yes. It's the one that, well, I will say this though, and let me say this. It's not the place you want to go if you want to try other barbecue because it raises the bar so high that everything
I'm
else
spoiled.
just sucks.
Yeah. I'm spoiled on this. The
Yeah.
fact that this place is literally 3 miles from where I live is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm completely spoiled on barbecue.
Well, what's
living
even
here.
more awesome, if you look around, they basically reserved an entire section, actually a quarter of the entire back part of this place for Doc's Group Therapy.
And we've always
How
been,
awesome. Awesome service. These people are awesome. I love them.
The pitmaster even came out and said,
I know, he hung out with us.
you never see that guy, dude.
No. Awesome people. We had the waitress, they had special service back here. You know, I've got barbecue that I'm going to be tearing up here in just a minute. But before we go too much further, though, I want to go ahead and bring up one more sponsor, which is, go ahead, Grant.
Can I throw one shout out, though, to the owner, Nancy Green, who's done so much for the Little Rock
Yes,
Marathon.
she rocked it out.
Who was kind enough to reserve these tables for us. Nancy, thank you for the great barbecue. Thank you for everything you do. And
We
thank
need a
you
group
for
hug.
being an awesome person.
Yes.
Nancy Green, everyone, the owner of the North Little Rock Whole Hog Cafe.
Boom.
Yeehaw.
All right, so anyway, we want to bring up, I guess the next one is State of Comedy. Our next sponsor is State of Comedy. Yeah.
This just in. State of Comedy is a great place to find a comedian for your next event, or if you're a comedian, it's a great place to get noticed and network with other comedians. It's not just a state of mind, it's a state of comedy. Stateofcomedy.com. We now return to your regularly scheduled programming.
All right, so we're going to move on to the next segment, and thank you to State of Comedy. We actually do have 3 new sponsors coming online, hopefully. The way it looks is Diamond Bear Brewery.
I was about to say, how many more businesses do you have?
Yeah, really.
No shit, dude. I have to sponsor
There's a
everything.
whole lot of them.
You know, when you don't get a comedy show, you just put it on yourself.
Yeah, I'm
right?
with you, brother. I know.
So basically, we have Diamond Bear Brewery,
Okay.
which is an Arkansas business.
Very
West
good.
End Smokehouse and Grill, which is
Oh,
also
they're nice.
a Arkansas business.
They're all right.
And we also have a third one, which I can't remember at this time. Oh yeah, I'm just kidding. Pipe and Tobacco, which was just yesterday. We were talking about them, which is cigars. My fave.
Totally.
And Michael Brown actually made a comment on one of our superheroes of comedy.
One of our
It gave me a smell. She kills me. Anyway, brought this whole thing together. And but one of the things, Michael looks at me and goes, you know, one of the things I have to say about you, Doc, is when you get a cigar, you're the most relaxed looking dude that just enjoys life.
That's true.
And I was like, you know, after 4 back surgeries and doctors telling you that there's a good chance you'll never walk again, and the last 2, they said there's a good chance you'll probably die. The mortality rate of the 4th surgery is very high. You know, just count your lucky stars. And I was like, you know what? I'll embrace all of my friends, like Michael Brown and other people that I bring on Doc's Group Therapy, the people that have made a difference and are not a negative influence to my life, like Gamey
Thanks, man.
Smell.
Oh.
Yes. I will constantly ream her dumb ass.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's what the lava lamp butt plug's for.
But what?
Okay.
We've had our other conversation about that. I'll ding all it. Well, I'm not saying the whole name.
I know you're not.
Yeah, I'm being
I don't
nice.
even think maybe only you and I know who you're talking about.
Exactly.
Because
No.
nobody knows who she is.
Exactly.
I take that back. I can't shit on her.
She knows her.
Dude, I can't shit on her. He's going to be on her show in a couple of weeks.
Oh,
so
there
I
you go.
can't shit on her. But
Then
please,
I'll delay the release.
No. You say whatever you want and I'll just silently agree.
There you go. Like a silent but deadly. All right, so we're going to move on to segment 3. This was the one that came out, and anybody else can kind of say stuff like this, but this came out of Russellville. Connie, I don't mention their last names because it's very obvious who they are when I mention their last names. So, Doc, what is the worst comedy or embarrassing moment in your life? You know, I tried to think about this, and I would honestly say when I had to perform with Gamey Pismel.
Oh.
No, I'm totally kidding.
We did that show together in Jonesboro, dude.
Yeah, we did. Somebody bailed off the stage. I'm just kidding. She didn't actually. She did good. That was not the main show. We did that one together, but there was actually another show.
There was another show.
It was supposed to be 10 minutes, and she gets off at like 4, and she goes, "How'd I do?" I'm like, really? Look at your watch. Anyway, that was a long time ago. People get better, and I hope that she has. Things. These sign language sucks, man, because you can't see it on the fucking podcast. Anyway.
He's just pointing to heaven with his middle finger.
I'm not. I did not.
I would say the worst moment. Here it is. I have this whole bit about tornadoes in Arkansas.
Right.
And this girl.
That's a huge chunk in your act, actually.
Yeah. Well,
that's like a 5-minute
bit. It is. So
you need to pare it down a little bit.
I do. I do. It's kind of twisted. It sucks.
Literally.
Like a twister.
So this girl comes up from the stage,
right.
Comes up to the stage, and she goes, "I just want you to know, my daddy died in Atkins." Boom, crushed me. So I'm off in the corner, licking my wounds. I know you can't freaking do everything for everybody, but I was over there licking my wounds, and the girl comes over, and she goes, "My sister's still in the hospital." And she would not stop. And she goes, and then she comes back over, she goes, "And you do know that Atkins isn't there anymore?" I was like, "Yes, I know Atkins isn't there. Atkins Pickles is gone." And then she comes up like a 5th and a 6th and a 7th time. I'm trying to find new locations at Front Street so she would stay away from me. And she just kept grinding the salt in the wound on how stupid all this stuff. Everybody else loved it. They loved the set, but it's like, leave me alone.
Okay.
It's comedy, lady. It's comedy.
That was my worst moment.
That was your, okay.
That was my worst moment.
Fair enough.
And embarrassing. It was both together. So This one's for the panel.
Mm-hmm.
How many of you are cat owners, and does that really make you gay?
I own cats.
You got a cat now? So the bulk of the panel, 4 of 5 have cats.
Who has the most?
That would be Grant.
I'm a little offended at the implication.
That was from Amy in Benton, Arkansas.
Gee. I think that I'm a little offended at the insensitivity of the question.
Mm-hmm. That you're gay?
No, that having a cat would make you
would insinuate
that you're homosexual.
Right. No, that just shows that you love pussy. Cats.
Well, there's that, but also the way that the question is phrased shines a negative light on someone who is a homosexual, and we're trying to get past all that.
Okay, so this is not the political podcast.
I understand that.
Okay, I'm just checking.
But Amy and Benton, whoever you are,
oh my God, you know what? This particular, her last initial is P.
Okay, whoever
I'm
you
not
are,
joking, actually.
I know you're not. You probably should rethink your
stance,
your whole stance, on the way you phrase questions, because that's
Isn't that kind of like saying, "Have you told your mom you're gay yet?" Isn't that the same question?
I guess I don't know.
It's horrible because you can't win with that answer.
But you're equating cat owners with like, do you own a cat? And if you do, are you gay? And first of all, yeah, I have 2 cats. And
did you own them before Allie came around?
Yes.
See there. See, I had 2 cats too.
And I have 3 of the bastards.
And but the way it's phrased is
I agree.
You understand
that is wrong. Yeah, I agree.
So I think
said.
whoever Amy P is in Benton,
it's not the one you think it is. Actually,
I don't care who it is. Yeah. Amy P in Benton needs to remove that large crucifix out of her ass.
I agree.
Yeah. And
Amen, brother.
And unflex a little bit about the homosexuality stuff.
And Amy, you might need to notice that men that own cats really know how to please a woman. If you take a look at a guy that knows how to take care of a good pussycat and knows how to pet it just right to make
this
sure.
Is true. How about you, Allie? Does that work out for you?
That road,
Allie's like, Mike
rocks. That cat always purrs every time you pick it up and take it out.
Well, Gina's like in a different world now. She's like, oh yeah, again. I agree, Mike. I do agree.
That's our little joke in the office, by the way.
When it comes down to it, we're all people. Period.
Right.
If you want to make it super simple,
I don't want to bring the comedy to a screeching halt, but that was a little that question was a little insensitive.
I agree. I totally agree. All right, here's another panel question.
And if people don't call this shit out in public and shame these assholes for phrasing shit like this way, then it's going to perpetuate. And
but Amy, thank you for writing in.
Shopping it.
And I'm not going to believe this out.
Thank you for writing in, Amy.
I don't want you to.
I'm not going to believe it out.
I don't want you to.
All right, so this next one's out for the panel as well. Also, who is the one comedian that you dislike the most? And if you could roast them, what would be the one thing that you would say? Chuck, I had to take the Y off of that one from Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Blake Woodson, and all I have to say is panfish.
But he's not a comedian. But he's not a comedian.
Oh no, he just pretends to be. You're right.
So I would say if there was one comedian that I don't like,
that's a loaded question.
He calls himself a comedian. He's on HBO.
Okay.
And I now can't remember his name. He has his own show.
He just did what?
He does. He does. It's
Bill Maher.
Yeah, it's him. Yeah, I don't like him. I think he's stupid.
Care for Bill Maher.
I think he's one-sided loaded. And I just, there's nothing about him that I care about.
Fair enough.
Nothing I care about.
All right.
It's very politically loaded on one side. One-sided.
I like Bill Maher. I think he's funny.
Okay.
Everyone should have their own opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of people think Larry the Cable Guy is funny too.
That's what's so awesome. But that's what's so awesome about our nation is the fact that I can have that opinion.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
And Grant, you can have what would be yours?
I like turtles.
All right, Gina. What would be the comedian?
The comedian
that you dislike the most. And if you could roast them, what would be the one thing you want to say? Oh, I didn't do that. I didn't do that part.
I would have to say, if I didn't like someone, it would be Larry the Cable Guy. He is funny, but I just don't like the persona.
You think he misrepresents the South?
I just
since he doesn't really talk that way?
In a Southern accent?
He is not better in a Southern accent.
Well, actually, Gina, there's a video that I can show you sometime that actually shows Larry the Cable Guy before he picked up the accent.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like at an event in New York City. And there is no accent. He just goes like a
I've
typical
got a couple
comedian.
Of those, off of YouTube. You can find them all over the YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Like
and so, people are like, he's a fake. And, well, he still has that Prilosec money.
I have a Southern accent, but I don't care for the redneck part.
2 syllables in butt. Did you hear that? But. No, you don't have an accent at all,
no,
Gina.
Not me. Are you from Texas?
So yours is Larry How about you, Mike?
That's why you like things big.
I don't like shitting on other comedians.
Well, you're not shitting on them. You're just, all right, how about their comedy style?
Okay.
Or a comedy style. Let's do a comedy style, and you could roast that comedy style. That way it doesn't have to be specific to a person. Because pussies don't mention names.
Give me a second on this, Luke.
All right, Luke, go.
You go and I'll think.
I'm going to have to go with Doc on Bill Maher. Just if you're going to be political, make fun of both sides.
Great.
Would be my only take on it.
I agree. And that me and Mike and Allie were talking about that earlier. I don't give a rat's ass if you're Democrat or Republican. If you suck, you suck. Period. If you're Fox News, you need to stop being one side specific. If you're Bill Maher, you need to stop being one side specific.
Well, if you're CNN, stop reporting
Rock
things
Mike.
so fast.
He's got his answer. He's got his answer. Ooh, Mr. Cotta.
With the assist from Allie. To remind me, actually, all right, I will shit on this guy.
Boom.
I hate Jeff Dunham.
Really?
I hate Jeff Dunham with a purple passion, dude.
Purple passion.
Yeah. Jokes are a little hacky.
Right.
Number one. Number two, lot of racial stereotypes with the puppets. Don't care for that.
Right.
A lot of racial humor with the puppets. The puppets are saying shit that he couldn't get away with saying. And it still be okay.
Racial and ethical too. I mean,
it's a little bit, yeah.
Where's that other thing? Religious, the freaking dead tourist.
Yeah.
Ahmed.
Yeah. I think, I thought that Larry the Cable Guy catered to the lowest common denominator of our country. I was wrong. Jeff Dunham is the scrapings off the bottom of the barrel of comedy right now.
Who makes fucking of millions of dollars?
I know.
Mike, that's the perfect soundbite. I'm sorry. That was the perfect fucking soundbite, man. That's hilarious.
That's all right.
I love
that's
that.
all right. I'll quote unquote.
No, I love it. No.
Tag me at Michael Brown on Twitter.
I love it. It's going to happen.
All right.
And because we do the 21st. 21st is when we release the podcast. We're really, really running over now.
We are.
Because actually, Well, the problem was I started late, and then it kind of put us on. But we got a lot to talk about.
Took 9 minutes.
All right, so one last one. I'm going to talk about the panel real quick. Looking at the person to your right and imagining them naked, do you feel aroused? Luke is on my right. Allie would be to Luke's right.
Gina's just
I would say
girls.
I would say Luke is not arousing me at all, actually. Luke is not arousing me at all. However, if we were to do like some kind of I think his mouth would rock. I think his mouth would rock. How about you, Luke?
You're just saying that because I look like Ned Beatty.
I can do that. Yeah.
Well played, Luke.
You go,
well played.
All right. How about you, Allie? Does the person to your right arouse you? Which would be Michael Brown. All right. How about you, Michael Brown? The person to your right, Gina.
Imagining them to do I feel. Sure.
All right, Gina, you do arouse Michael Brown, the comedian. All right, Gina, you are looking
darling.
You're welcome.
You are looking at Grant Morris half stripped.
Are you purring though?
Are you purring?
I could be his mother. So
And
I have a different purview of that. You know,
It's the cougar race.
I think if there were if this was a desert island situation, and if you and I had met under different circumstances at another time in a different universe,
Unengaged.
I think, unengaged or unmarried or whatever. I'm not going to say
Doggy
there wouldn't be
style.
something there.
Tearing it up.
I'm just saying. In this universe, in this reality right now,
He would totally be into the city of Little Rock.
I would be big on Little Rock.
He'd be porking on the run, baby. Which is Doc's Group Therapy Session number 14.
That's right.
All right, Grant, I hate to say it, you're on my left, which makes me I'm on your right.
Well, you know,
Just say no, please, dude. Just end it with no.
I've seen you plenty of times, Doc. Been over to your house a couple of times.
You took your clothes off at my house.
You're lucky I have a girlfriend now.
That's good. That's good.
So,
That's good.
You know, I just, I know you tried to get me to strip with your
I did
stinky cheese
not!
dip.
That was not an attempt. It just happened.
Well,
We're running out of time. Gina's fixing to have to leave.
all right. The answer is no.
Oh, good. Okay, I feel safe. My pucker factor is now. All right, y'all, here's the deal. Doc's Group Therapy is now over for May 18th, 2013. This is, I believe, session 14. We appreciate everybody joining in on MixLR Live. We also appreciate Whole Hog Cafe. They hosted this big deal out here. We stayed, it is so awesome out here. We stayed an entire hour later than normal. We're going to put this entire podcast out there for version 1 and 2, which is not version 1 and 2. Part 1, Part 2, out there on DocsGroupTherapy.com and a bunch of other places. Grant we'll talk about here in just a second. But you can find more on Whole Hog Cafe, North Little Rock place on 5107 Warden Road. You can go out there and or you can actually give them a call also in North Little Rock, Arkansas at 753-9227. Go out on their website at wholehogcafenlr.com and you can hang out with those folks. I wanted to give some shout outs to Little Rock Marathon, which is littlerockmarathon.com.
Yes.
And you can find out more about them. Mud Run, which is mudrun.org. Also with Mr. Mike Brown, they have their own podcast and a bunch of other stuff. I'm going to give him just a couple seconds or a couple minutes to say a couple things. Go ahead, Mr. Mike.
All right, I got a lot of stuff to plug, so let's go.
Plug it.
All right, this is what, May 18th?
Yes.
All right, May 24th in Kansas City at the Westport Coffee House Theater. The very first show of the Wet Hot American Nerdity Comedy Show. The Summer of Nerdity Tour is kicking off. It's going to be myself, Mr. Chad Ryden.
You know I'm a nerd.
I know you are.
Hint, hint.
From Nashville. He and I are going to be in the show. We're going to have a few other people in there. There's a lot of surprises. Please come out to that. That's the show I started. I'm founding. I'm trying to get it off the ground. If you're in the Kansas City area or know anyone in the Kansas City area, please come out for that. May 24th, 8 p.m., Westport Coffee House in Kansas City. That's number one. Number two, podcast, Our Daily Outrage, a weekly podcast. It's on iTunes. It's on ourdailyyoutrage.podbean.com. Allie Taylor and myself are co-hosts on it. Please tune in for that.
We already hit the top 10
We've already hit the top 10 in the news and politics list on one website, so that's awesome. Number three, I'm going to be in what's the town in North Carolina? The Joke Factory, and
cool.
in High Point, North Carolina. The June 8th June 9th with Donna Strickland Carter.
Oh, crap.
From Tennessee. She and I are doing shows together. Yeah. At the Joke Factory. Please come out, for that, because that will be awesome as well.
Now, your shows that you're doing, you can find those on your website at
wanks.weebly.com. Wanks is spelled WHANCS. Follow us on Twitter at Wanks, WHANCS. Follow me on Twitter at Michael Brown, all one word, and hit me up on the fan page on Facebook, Facebook.com/Comedian Michael Brown.
Stateofcomedy.net, and you can find
or go to State of Comedy. I don't know if those links are still.
We may want to go out there and update it.
I have to go and update those links.
Yeah, take care of that.
But yes. Just Google. I'll tell you what, go on Google, just type in Comedian Michael Brown and click on everything. That's all I'm asking you
Michael
to do.
Brown is one of the most personable comedians that I think I've met. So make sure you go out there. If you show him some love, or give him a link, or give him some laughs, if you hashtag him, whatever, you'll find a little bit of love coming back from you, from him to you.
I'm a retweeting fool too.
He is a retweeting fool, but the good thing is Michael Brown's very personable. So going out there, you can get to know him. He'll get to know you, and he's extraordinarily funny. I've seen a lot of his acts, so he's a really good guy. So get out there and hang out with Michael Brown.
Thanks, man.
He's out there on Facebook too, so look him up, Michael Brown. You can also how can they find more stuff out about us, Mr. Grant?
Well, Doc, that's a very good question. Well, you can always go to our website, docsgrouptherapy.com. If you're still listening live, we are live on MixLR. You can also find us on our Facebook page. You can find up different updates that we're doing there. You can also find us on Twitter. If you have an iPhone, or if you have a Mac, or a PC, you can download us on iTunes under their podcast. Just do a search for Doc's Group Therapy. And you know what? We would love your comments on iTunes. Yes, please rate us a 73 and a 75 on iTunes.
Yes.
But please rate us and comment on what you think of the podcast. You know, y'all are our fearless leaders, and we want to make this better. And also, if you're not an iPhone person, don't want to be part of that cult, we have RSS feed for droids. And don't forget, we're also now on YouTube, hopefully making some ad revenue on that soon. We're also on Arkansas Internet Radio, the SoundCloud. We are the #1 comedy podcast in the state of Arkansas on Reverb Nation, Podomatic, and we are in many, many more locations.
Yes, that's the way we roll. All right, we also wanted to say thank you to the Looney Bin Comedy Club for being one of our sponsors, and MCD Link, and also State of Comedy. And we look forward to our future sponsors, which is Pipe and Tobacco Shop of Little Rock, Arkansas. We also have Diamond Bear Brewery. And there was one more. What was the other one?
Thank you, Nancy Green, for having us out here.
Yes, Nancy
Green. I wanted
Green.
to definitely say that.
Yeah,
it wasn't for her. Smoke thing.
What? Wasn't a smoke thing.
Shop.
No, I already did that one. That was Little Rock. There was another one.
Oh, it was.
My brain's still reset from the volcano
we're drinking.
shot.
We're drinking stuff.
Midtown. Not Midtown.
No, we'll do it. West End Smokehouse and Grill. Well, see, they're not playing fair, so it's hard to remember. As soon as Andy gets off his ass and starts throwing money our way, we'll freaking start recognizing him. I'm just kidding. We love you, Andy. You've done a lot of stuff for us and have hired me and booked me and doing a lot of cool stuff. So we really appreciate everybody out here coming out to Doc's Group Therapy. We appreciate Whole Hog Cafe in Little Rock, Arkansas. We also appreciate Gina for coming out from City of Little Rock. We appreciate Michael Brown. We also appreciate Jill from taking pictures and all the pictures, our official photographer. Luke for taking care of the sound. Mr. Grant for being my co-host.
And thank you to my girlfriend for making me look like less of a man and sweating much more than you after the volcano shot.
That was funny.
I love you, honey.
That was funny. And my name is Michael Doc Davis. I am your host of Doc's Group Therapy. We thank y'all very much. Y'all have a great time.
See you next month. Later.
Doc's Group Therapy.
It's all about the crazy.
Doc's Group Therapy.